Yeah, this is gonna be chaotic, let's say. Hello, welcome to the Traction channel. Day 1 of F125 properly, at least not for everyone who's bought the standard edition, but for those who bought the iconic edition and get 3-day early access, F125 is now playable, which is very exciting. We've done our review already. You can check that out on the Traction.gg YouTube channel and the written version on the Traction.gg website, and we'll have more F1 content coming up for you. But today, I thought it would be a good idea to jump into some online racing on this game and see what's happening. Obviously, yes, this isn't day 1 for everybody on this game, so having had a look earlier, I'm not expecting too many big lobbies in terms of the ranked racing, but I do see lots and lots of full lobbies with just kind of regular multiplayer Grand Prix mode. So we're going to be jumping in those public lobbies as well as doing some ranked races. And then hopefully, when day 1 comes for the main standard edition and everyone else gets their hands on the game, then the ranked lobbies will also fill up too. But yes, welcome to the stream. How are you getting on? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Have you got your hands on F125 yourself? Are you going to be jumping in some of these races? Or are you just here to take a look and see what it's going to all be about? Anyway, here you can see the menus. We are playing today on PS5, so the reasons are I could either go PC or PS5. PS5, to be honest, is probably what this game's going to be played on the most. It's obviously a game that I reckon most people, maybe 3/4 of the player base, are going to be playing on controller, but I'm going to be playing on a steering wheel today. And yeah, we're just going to go through the PS5 version because that's the most commonly used thing. But it is cross-platform, so people that are playing on PS5 will be able to race against those on PC, Xbox, etc, etc. So yeah. I'm trying to think what to do first. I think, to be honest, we'll jump into the ranked races and just see what it's at. So I'll show you how the ranked races start. I'll do my first ranked races on this account, and we'll take a look at how it works, and then we'll jump in some private lobbies maybe. Hey Roy, how's it going? Is ranked still limited to a 5-lap sprint? Says Mahadness, great name. Watching from Ireland. Hey, welcome to the stream first of all. We're going to see. I'm going to do a couple of ranked races just to see what it's all about. I did one test ranked race on PC just to see how it worked. There were only 3 people in the lobby. I got taken out on turn 1, lap 1, and then again on turn 2. So it's and it was a 5-lap race, but that's only one race. So let's see. In fact, we can jump in right now. So if we go to F1 World and we go to play, then we have a bunch of multiplayer modes. So we've got solo and multiplayer events as part of F1 World, which is something we can look at. You've also got invitational events, which is the same thing in terms of you can also have multiplayer variations of those. But then you have ranked multiplayer. As you can see, this is a fresh save on this account, so we've not done any of the F1 World races. We've also got multiplayer Grand Prix, which is going to be like your lobbies and stuff. So if I go in here for a second, just to show you, we're going to browse the lobby list, and you can have a look. So that's got 11 players in it, a Miami race. Australia 1, you've got 16 people at Singapore, 12 at Singapore, 20 at Austria, 12 at Great Britain reversed, so that's definitely something we'll try later on. Hey Tony, how's it going? So yeah, lots of busy lobbies, so we will get some busy races. Might be chaos, but it'll be a lot of fun. We'll come back into that though. I think what we'll do is we'll start off by jumping into the ranked system, just to show you how it works, show you the opening few races and how that goes. And then, yeah, then if the races are really quiet and no one's taking part, we'll jump in some of the busier races. So, ranked multiplayer. Complete a race to get started. After you play your first ranked race, you'll be added to a group of other drivers from your division. Earn points to rise to the top of your group and get promoted to higher divisions. So, race 1. Hey, Tony. It could be. It might not be, but it could be. We don't know yet, Tony. We don't know. But, yeah, it's a valid point that there's a chance because, of course, we still need to see a contract renewal and information about potential games coming in the future. So, hopefully not, but we'll have to wait and see. How are you getting on anyway? Good to hear, watching all the way from Greece. Right, let's do this first race then. We're just going to hit play and see what happens. We're going to ignore this little tip about recommending players to play Welcome to F1 World. How many drivers are we going to have in the lobby? Not feeling too confident that there's going to be a lot. You don't need a full list, though, of 20 drivers to have a good race, but you do need more than, like, 5 or 6, because it just gets a little bit quiet, and you don't really have a good battle. You need more drivers to have battles when some people lose it, some people fall behind, there's different paces, all that kind of stuff. We're still searching for players. Right, we've got one, so there's 2 of us. and the game's going to launch in a minute. Right, we've got a minute to see if we can get any more than 2 players in this ranked lobby. Now, I am aware of a number of things. First of all, this is the early access 3-day version for iconic, or for the iconic version or edition of the game. So only people that bought that edition can play right now. It's also a weekday, and it's, what, 2 p.m. in the UK? Sometime in the morning in America, 3 p.m. across Europe. So not expecting there to be huge amounts of people playing it when the access is limited and it's the middle of the weekday. But considering this is like day 1 of full day F1 25, I do expect a lot of people still to be playing the game. It just looks like there's not that many people playing ranked online multiplayer. We've got 3 now, we've got 4, so we're getting somewhere. Back to 3. You guys can't even see this, sorry. I'll hide my face. It tells you the number at the bottom left. Hey, Voodoo Acid. Yes, it is VR compatible. Unfortunately, we've not tried the VR compatibility yet. I don't have a PSVR. We need to try it on PC. But our resident VR tester, Ross, has been on holiday, and he's got lots of other stuff to do. So we might be doing some VR checks and comparisons, but we've not done them yet. However, Steam reviews suggest that the VR is actually pretty good this year. We'll mute the music, so that's a good sign. So I've heard good things about VR. But you need to check Steam reviews. Basically, we can't tell you yet how it is. We've got the main game review. We didn't touch upon VR for those reasons, but hopefully you'll be able to get that information from someone. Okay, looks like we've got one-shot qualifying, Barcelona. We'll get our soft tyres ready. We're just going to leave on default setups and stuff. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. First lap of Barcelona on F1 25 for me. I think it's, I don't think this is one of the new laser scans. I think Miami, Melbourne, Suzuka, Imola, Bahrain. And there might be one more than that. Can't quite remember. Oh, bit wide. As I said, there's only 3 people in this race, so we're literally just gonna see what happens. Treat it as a warm-up. Don't know what assists are allowed, but I think all the assists are allowed, to be honest. I've got automatic DRS and ERS for now, just to kind of get my eye in and not have to worry about a million different things at once. That's way off the circuit. Let's make sure it doesn't invalidate the lap by going slowly back on. Scrabbling for traction. Oh, almost went for the chicane route. That's something I need to get used to. Right, first lap complete. Not a good lap, obviously, but not terrible. We're P2.
Oh, you know what they say about the first of the losers. Come on, we could have done better than that. It was all about the win today.
Hello, said Yasimov. How are you getting on from Bulgaria? Amazing. Hope you're having a nice day. Welcome to the stream. Right. How are we getting on then? So we were second in qualifying. Oh, look at that. 100th of a second off of pole. So that mistake obviously cost me, but that's great. I mean, good start, right? 2 laps are set and it's within 100th of a second. Someone in Silver Division, Dan Army 2010. So let's do this race then. 3 of us. Let's just try and get through it and we'll see what happens after that. And as I say, we'll jump in some of the busier lobbies if we don't get any people playing this. So, start race. Hey, Matt. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it. It's clearly not a massive, you know, it's, as you would completely know by now, it's not a complete transformation, a completely new game. It's not a new game engine, so this isn't like a F1 reimagined. It's literally just like a development on top of all of the previous ones, 23, 24. I like that it's got breaking point. I think the handling's an improvement on last year. It's closer in terms of overall feel to me to 23, but maybe it's just more the result is closer to 23 because it's been developed on top of 24, if that makes sense. Anyway, 5-lap race. Lack of traction off the line and we're already down to last. See what happens into turn 1. Let's just play it safe. Ooh, try not to hit anyone off either. We're already losing time to the leader, but that's fine. Scrabbling for traction, leader's got on the grass. This is, I mean, so far we've got 3 cars and no one's crashed. That's a big plus point compared to the little test race I did earlier where I got binned straight away. Can we go outside here? Bit risky. Looks like we're gonna get through side by side. He's got back through again. This is where I went off in qualifying, so let's not make the same mistake. This is actually a decent little race straight away. No complaints. Don't yet know how much speed I can take through some of these corners.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Falling way back on the pit straight. Ooh, move for the lead. That's going to bring me right into it. P2. No, P3.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
What a great little race, by the way. What a great little race. For 3 people, ranked multiplayer, first lobby, with no, you know, lobby ratings and stuff. This is it. It's actually a great little race. Dirty air. Too deep. So ease the power on. I think we've probably all got a little bit of pace in hand as well. I don't seem to have straight line performance though. That might just be because the other drivers are on the battery manually.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Come on. Still separated by less than a second. Yeah, just 3 people for this race. I've not seen a ranked lobby yet with more than 4 people in it. But I've not been checking it regularly. That's just the few times I've checked it. So, but there are way more people playing unranked. So we're going to do that in a minute, just to get a proper race with lots more people. That first driver in first just switched to AI for a second there. Don't know if you saw that. He goes for the move. Can't get any traction. Ooh, no. Just shut the door on me slightly, but to be fair, it wasn't really an overtaking opportunity. I was trying to be sneaky up the outside, so not really going to get annoyed at that one. Probably my fault. Oh my goodness, right. We've got lap 3 out of 5, so I've only got 2 laps to get back into this.
Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going.
We'll take that as a clean lap. It probably wasn't a clean lap. There will be more people playing ranked, especially when the game comes out, as you say, yeah. But the ranked, I think the ranked multiplayer seems very, very similar to last year's game. There's not enough speed difference between the 3 of us, I think, to really just, you know, send one up the inside without feeling like I'm being a bit rude. So it's gonna have to think my way through this one. Try and get a good exit. We've both got DRS though. Too wide again. You can run a lot closer together in this than you can in real life. I just do not get that drive out the last corner.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Got fastest lap though. We're going to have a battle for the lead now. Onto the final lap of the race. Ooh. Oh. That was unfortunate, but we got away with it. Could have taken advantage there. That could have been our chance to get into the lead. the outside. Oh, illegal overtake.
You need to give that place back,
Okay.
I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
I must have gone over the track limits on the exit there, trying to give him room. So I had to give it back. Come on. Cannot get the power down on the outside. Basically, I think we're going to just finish. Oh dear, definitely going to finish third now. Too ambitious. What a great little race for a 3-car race and a kind of first ranked race. I know I've come last, but that was fun.
It's all over. It is now.
There we go.
Mate, I know you're about to go and pick up a trophy, but you are going to hate this trophy in a few years' time. No one wants that trophy, do they? They want the winner's trophy.
You're not right. You're not wrong, Mark. Yeah, I think so. The comment there from Mahadness, 5-lap sprints. You're right. Like, and I experienced that in that previous, as I say, the kind of testing I did, where it just was like, what's the point? I qualified on pole and instantly got put off. But yeah, it depends if there's more than 5-lap sprints further down the line. I don't think so. But yeah, hey, that was fun. We've lost points down to 0. Excellent. And we're in the bronze division. I mean, I guess we came last out of 3, so we can't exactly ask for more than that. There you go. We got fastest lap. At least that's something. But I thought that was actually... Look how close the laps are. Everyone was within a couple of tenths. I actually thought that was a pretty clean race as well. There were tiny bits of contact here and there, but this sort of game, you know, jumping into a race with no practice and all that, it's kind of inevitable. And I don't think anyone did anything too bad there at all. So yeah, pretty good. Tony, how is FFB compared to ACC? It's a very difficult thing to compare. This is not a hard... ACC is more of a hardcore sim. This isn't. It's still... it's not like an arcade game. It still has physics that work well on a steering wheel and feel good, and the force feedback's there, and you can still drive in a kind of semi-realistic Formula 1 style, but it's a bit of a difficult comparison to make in terms of force feedback, because there's just not as much going on in this game. It's a little bit more simplified, and it works with a controller really well, which most people are going to be playing this on as well. But it's still really good fun. Like, if you're into sim racing and you're not too fussed about getting the most realistic possible experience, you can still have a lot of fun in this game. Okay, I think what we do is, well, we'll come back to this in a little bit. Let's go and see if we can get in a busier race. Let's try multiplayer Grand Prix. So let's browse. Okay, 17 people in the Great Britain lobby. Let's go straight for that and see if we can get in. Can you still cheese by flicking in F1? I think that's been improved for this game. The handling is slightly less over the top grip on the front in this game. It's a little bit more natural, I think. Okay. Oh, are we already on 5 laps into the race? I think we might be. So at the top it says laps 5 out of 13 race. So I think that race is already gone. So we'll unfortunately leave that one. See if we can find one that's it's got a decent number of people in it, but we can join like for qualifying. So that one's got 8. It's Miami. Okay, it tells you what they're in. So qualifying, we've got 10 minutes left. They're in qualifying for Austria Reverse. Should we try Austria Reverse? Spain's in qualifying. If we jump into Austria Reverse one shot real quick. We might have to start from the back, but that's fine. Let's see if we can get in for the race. Oh, lobby updated. Race lap 2 out of 3. All right, not that one either. Okay, so trying to find a session, you need to kind of get ahead of the game a little bit. But you can see there's quite a lot of people playing in these lobbies at the moment, which is good. Qualifying Imola one shot. No one's in that yet though. Monaco is the race. 2 people in that one. Bahrain. Qualifying one shot. No, race. Hang on. Race 10 out of 14. So yeah, that race is on. Singapore one shot. Let's see if we can get in this one. Qualifying. Ready up. Oh, there we go. Right. Singapore, which is not good for me. I'll need to remind myself where that goes, but that's fine. Select a team and driver. Okay. Can we? I guess we'll go Gabriel Bortoletto, because I don't think we can Yeah, we can't select any of the ones that are already selected, so we're going to go Bortoletto. That's cool though, so it means you've got a mixed grid. I don't know about voice chat. I've not had any voice chat yet. So and this is literally the first time I've tried online, so we're trying it live for you guys just to see what it's all about. So can't say if it's improved. Also didn't really play much of F124 online, to be honest, so depends what improvement means. If you mean quality or not. Darth Lord Raven, are you on PS5 or PS5 Pro? I'm just on the regular PS5 for this. I've got the graphics set to performance mode. I will check that actually, just to make sure, but yeah. Don't have to worry about, of course, with PS5, you don't have to worry about all the settings and mucking around with everything too much. It's kind of just plug and play, although it doesn't look as good as the PC version. The PC one looks incredible. I just wish the cars didn't feel like hovercrafts. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit hovercrafty is just the general feel, but obviously the Formula 1 cars have so much grip and downforce, and the game works works on wheel, works on controller, all of this stuff, so maybe hovercrafty is... I get what you mean. The cars are very light and a little bit floaty at times. Right, so setup, we're just going to stick to all the default setups. That's fine. We'll go soft tires. One shot qualifying around Singapore, so let's see how we get on. Hey, Fine Cost, how's it going? It does feel improved with the wheel. Not, as I've said so often with Formula 1 games over the years, it's not a revolution. It's an evolution. So to me, it reminds me more of F123 than F124, but you can tell that it's been built on F124, if that makes sense. It's got like more F124 than 23 traits, but it feels a bit closer to 23. Why is the camera changed to this? Hang on a minute. We'll go cockpit for this quali lap, why not? I've already, as you can see, made the halo invisible just for online crashy purposes. Let's see if I can remember my way around Singapore. It's been a while. Don't know if it's equal car performance. It's left-hander, isn't it? Feel my way around, and then I think we've got another left. Kind of, the kind of updated section. Whoa, bit wide. And then a right. Currently sitting 13th, I think, on this lap. Oh no, that's not going to help. Landoed it. Oops. Oh well, we're starting from near the back. We can go forward from there. Biggest challenge at the moment is remembering what corners are coming up around Singapore. It's not a track you play on your other hardcore racing games because it's kind of an F1 specific track. So when you haven't played F1 games in a while, it's takes a bit. Right at the back of the grid, 17th out of 19th. It's not good. Let's see if we can go from the back to slightly further up than the back. 129.0 pole position. Obviously, we had a crash and a reverse at that point. So I think probably pace-wise, we're looking maybe around about the outside of the top 10. But obviously, my improvement should be there if I learn the track. First race, though. So we'll bed ourselves in nice and calmly. This is the final product, Transpilot. This is the final product. It's in performance mode, so the game is sacrificing some graphics for performance, for FPS. So that might be why. And also bear in mind it's on, I'm playing on PS5, not on PC. So the game looks better on PC if you've got a beefy PC that can cope with it. So yeah. On PS5 it's not quite looking as good, but as you can see it's cross-platform. We've got lots of different play styles going on. Right. Here we go. First open lobby race. Harry, no real reason other than it's more likely that more people are going to be playing on PS5 than PC, and I almost always do PC stuff on Traction just because it's set up more often than the PS5, and and because I had the PS5 set up to try it, I thought, why not do this stream on PS5? Because I think this is going to be a more realistic representation of what most people are going to experience with the game. For obviously PC hardcore players, it's a bit different. Oh, it's raining. Excellent. Nice little baptism of fire. Let's just see what happens. Are we on intermediates? Yeah, we're all intermediates. We're going to go T-cam because I don't know the track that well. If it'll let me. Maybe we're going to be locked to cockpit cam. Let's see. Cheers, Tom. Yeah, but at least I'm at the back for the carnage, so I'll hopefully just stay out of it a little bit. But maybe. We'll see. We will see. Right, race start coming. It definitely has crash rating all over it. Probably going to be me. Let's keep revs low on the start. I've got no traction control, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Oh, yep, that was a block. Probably rather than a block, it was probably just a. Oh, there you go, traction loss. Massive dive from the Ferrari. We're going to stay right out of this, and then we're going to avoid damage and hopefully pick up some spots in the exit. Nope, more contact with the Ferrari. Short shifting, scrabbling for grip. Aston's crashed in front of us. I'm not a massive fan of the wet weather feel. It just feels a little bit too kind of regular drifty. Ooh. Doesn't feel super, I don't know what the word is, like, I don't feel like the wet weather driving's like very simmy at all, but it's just like a low level of grip, so, I mean, that's fine. It's probably okay in a controller, I'm so sorry. That may have been my fault. Ooh. Skating around in the wet on open lobbies is always a bit sketchy. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ferrari. That's definitely my fault. I deserve to be punted into the wall. We're right at the back again. Let's just take it easy. Let that happen. You can see I just cannot. Oh, that's an illegal overtake because the yellow flag.
That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back.
Nicely done. Position. I'm trying to keep away from it. Give him space. Return. I need to remember that yellow flags in this game actually. Oh, yeah. Actually mean yellow flags, so you can't overtake under yellows. A little bit of contact. Scrabbling for grip.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh, understeer. How is that a clean lap? I did not deserve a clean lap for that. Oh, yep. That's me in the wall because I've got a Merc on my right-hand side. Yeah, so perhaps completely unsurprisingly, it's just chaos. Like, in the wet with 20 cars and I'm at the back of the grid.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
We've got a time penalty for that.
Let's get it done.
I don't think there was much I could have done, to be honest. And there's people going into the back of me. I'm going into the back of others. People are kind of cutting you off and all sorts of stuff. But it's just open lobby day one, and we don't all know the track very well by the looks of it. We're all kind of being a bit tentative, and I think the wet weather really doesn't help things. Down in 19th at the moment, so it can only go up from here.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead.
Yeah.
Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
It does look like an F1 game. Is this car in front of me ghosting? I think it is. Might have disconnected. Ooh.
Yellow flag.
As you can see, I cannot get any power down. Yeah, that car is ghosting.
The track is clear, green flag.
Over the curb. It's going to be a pretty bold move to go down the inside there, but the Haas, to be fair, actually left me space. I kind of just poked a nose to try and put them off, and it worked.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Left a bit of room, go down the inside. On the curb, there's no grip. Still can't get any power down. There we go. Okay, up into 16th. Lofty heights of P16. Sorry.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
How realistic are the physics in F1 game? I mean, they're realistic in terms of the car, you know, lots of downforce, and I would say semi, but it's not hardcore sim. Oh no, that's a lockup. That Merc behind me is finally going to get through, I think. Gonna get me the undercut here. Nope. Power. Scrabbling.
Caution, caution.
We're getting a few positions from incidents. Yellow flags. There's more. What a horrendously difficult way to start. Two laps to go. See if I can get into a little bit more of a rhythm. There we go.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, the engineer's a little bit delayed, isn't it? Can we run over this curb without getting track limits? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Cool. Want to check that. Didn't know how. I think we can run over it a little bit, but maybe got to keep two wheels on the left-hand side of it. Right, P13. Oh, that's a left-hander coming up. Too deep. I'm definitely absolutely knackering my my intermediate tyres.
Okay, gap ahead, 5.7 seconds.
That's the corner I keep forgetting about. It's a lot tighter than I have in my head, I think. That Merc's coming back to me again. This is the one I keep thinking it is. Oh. One lap to go. Too wide. My quest for a decent lap hasn't gone well.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Yeah, there's a lot of drifting going on. This is what I mean though, with the wet weather driving in the Formula 1 games, and this one in particular right now, of course, that it does feel a little bit too, you know, like obviously I'm over driving it and I'm not driving well, so it's not a good example of how it should be done, but it shows you though, like, the cars do tend to be, you know, it's just like an overall lack of grip, so it does kind of feel like you're drifting around sometimes. It's just drifting from corner to corner. It's not quite right, but it's probably a bit more manageable on a controller than like properly, you know, if you were to properly simulate all the aquaplaning and the stuff that you get from a proper, you know, 100% realism focused wet weather simulator. I don't think it wouldn't be as drifty as this. It would be different, but you would have a sudden lack of grip at random points, and with puddles and locking up and all this, it would just be a different experience. And this is the corner I keep forgetting about. Wow, managed it just. And I don't know if that would work as well in a Formula 1 game, so it's a tricky balance, I think, for them to strike. But yeah, it's nothing like iRacing, if you're used to iRacing. Very different experience. There we go. Last lap was probably the best one. We're getting there a little bit.
Green flag.
1:46.0. So we were improving a couple of seconds a lap there at the end. But hey, this is that was a baptism of fire. Absolutely. I think the fastest guys were like low 140s, maybe even into the 130s. I'm not sure. Oh dear. Let's see. No, at this point we're just waiting to. I think we're just waiting to, yeah, for the other drivers to finish. But people are leaving, so I don't know if I can just leave. We'll stay for now. We'll stay for now just to see how it works. This Haas is not having a good time. I think he's the only one left. So can we spectate these people? Yeah, we can spectate the Aston. I think that's it. Oh no. Okay, yeah, so you can only spectate specific people. Obviously you need to get used to all of these menus. But we've got a few, just these two to finish, I think. And then we'll see what happens here. Ah, thank you all. Yeah, it wasn't a good drive from me at all. But hopefully we'll go to a track that's a bit more familiar in the dry. But I am enjoying it anyway. It's good fun. I think I actually, though, preferred the Barcelona race before. Because three of us were all very similarly matched in the dry, having some fun. And that was just a great race. Right. Let's see what happens then. So podium ceremony. Williams from Mercedes from RB. Oh, I think my voice chat's on. Hang on. I feel like my... Yeah. I've just... Oh, that's funny. Don't know now if we have to leave. Okay, I can't press any buttons at this point, so I don't know if we can, if we have to manually do this. Okay, we're in a loading screen. I think throughout that whole race as well, my voice chat in the game's open, so I think, let me just get that changed. Didn't want to speak too much there at the end. Let's go. Audio settings.
Good result last race, but let's try and go one better this weekend.
Now let's see.
Okay, be aware the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
There we go.
Okay, the car behind is starting to run low on fuel, so try to pull away, but without taking too many risks.
No, we don't. Right, we're going to leave that session. We're going to try something else. I just muted the voice chat there because I think I was literally chatting to everyone whilst I was driving there, not realising it. And I don't know how. I don't know if it's set up. It won't be my mic. It might be my controller, which is on the floor, but that would just be creating a very annoying noise for everyone else. So, yeah, let's jump back in then. Try and find a more comfortable dry race or something that we actually know the track. That's going to help us. How's the menu music? I don't know. I've been playing the whole game without menu music on because whenever I've been playing it, I've been capturing for a review and stuff like that. So we turn the music off just to get the capture clean so we can add our own music. And obviously for streaming, you've got to avoid copyright and all that. So let's see what else we've got here. Now, Australia would be a good one. There's 3 people in that lobby waiting for more to join. That's the thing, you got to kind of join a lobby before the race starts. So all these are in races. Canada is in qualifying with 8 people at the moment. Join next session. Let's see what this one is. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, it's Mark Priestley. Yeah. Okay, let's do this Canada race then from the back of the grid. That's fine. Canada at least is a track I'm familiar with. If we can get in time. Mark Priestley's been the engineer for a while now. Community events are going to be good fun. We'll need to do some traction events. We've also, of course, you can check out Grid Finder as well. Grid Finder for online events on F125. Get involved in all sorts of stuff. There's a league racing tab in this game as well. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. So there's many ways to play this game online, whether it's ranked racing, open lobbies, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get in this race quick enough to start it. If not, I'll just back out. But hopefully, even if we're in the back of the grid, we'll have a bit of fun, because I know Canada a bit more comfortable there than Singapore, where I'm guessing the corners. Is this game easy to pick up and play? To be honest, it is. If you're running on a controller, it is easy to pick up and play. Oh, no, I don't think we're in the race. Nope. We probably missed it by, well, not long. We probably missed that one by about 10 seconds. I think it's easy to pick up and play. Yeah, and I think do you mean on a controller or on a kind of sim, on a steering wheel and pedals? But either way, the answer is yes, to be honest. It takes a bit of time to master, of course, and you have to, it's the kind of game where you can use your assists to get up to speed first, and then slowly wind them down. That's in qualifying, and that's full. Let's try and get in that one. Also Canada. No, session's full. There was an Australian one coming up soon. So, but as you can see, there are loads and loads of races with lots of people. Monza qualifying with 4 people. That could be one we do. Get up to speed a little bit. 13 laps of Monza. We could do that one. We've got time to think about that. Las Vegas. These races are all underway. Imola qualifying 5 laps of Imola. Maybe we jump in that. Now, Imola is going to be chaos because Imola is obviously a small, tight, and twisty track, so overtaking cleanly is very, very difficult. There will be lots of contact, lots of crashing, but hey, it's a good test. It's a good test. Hey Dave, how are you getting on today? One of our many Daves. I don't think we're going to get to do this one-shot qualifying, though, guys. I think what's probably going to happen is we're going to join and we're just going to be spectating quali and then jump into the race. Good to hear, Dave. Good to hear. How's the game treating me? How's the game treating me? So far, I think so good. If you're like an F1 game before and you were to start with this one, I think you would enjoy it for all the career modes, the My Team, the Breaking Point, all these things. I think it's an enjoyable, good game. And this year's game is more polished, I think, than some of the previous ones. But obviously, we're still to truly expose all the issues. If you play it for longer, you'll find more bugs. And I guess in the long run, that'll come out as to whether or not it's actually more of a well-rounded game in terms of the bugs and stuff. Because when a limited number of people test it, that's not really a proper test. For a certain amount of time, but I think so far the signs are definitely positive. It's a good solid game. If you don't like previous F1 games, 23, 24, etc., you're not really going to like this anymore, because it's just basically like F1 24 with slightly nicer handling, an updated My Team mode, which is a nice revamp that was needed, and Breaking Point. So I think they've done well to make this a better game than the last F1 game for sure. But it's not, if you didn't like F1 games before, you're still not going to like the F1 game. If you liked them before, you're going to like this, but it's not going to be anything completely transformative. So I don't think it's the best idea with these F1 games to buy the new game every single year, because unless you are someone who just loves F1 and wants to live out every single season as it happens, then absolutely fine. But there's not enough different between each game, really. Even the UI and the menus feel almost identical. Right, one-shot quali's happened at Imola. We've missed that. I think my Imola pace is probably like 16s. So I think middle of the pack pace-wise here, but obviously traffic is going to be a nightmare, so we'll have a bit of fun. Yeah, the My Team career mode this is the first time that My Team, I think, has had a proper revamp since it launched. It's had changes, obviously, every year, subtle changes, but this is probably the biggest new version of My Team, because instead of playing as the driver manager, you are just the manager, but you get to then hire 2 drivers and pick which one you drive as. So you're still doing the driving, but it's not the same character that's doing both, which I think is quite cool. Right, let's have some fun at Imola then, and try not to wipe anyone out. I doubt that's going to happen, but we'll try and race cleanly, and we'll obviously be raced however we're raced. Honestly, the F1 games, because there's so much grip and so much speed happening, and everyone's just picking it up and jumping from track to track. I don't really like F1 games. I don't blame people as much for making mistakes and having crashes, and because it's just a more chaotic experience. It's not like it's not like a race in iRacing where you practice and do all your runs for one race and you know the circuit off by heart, and to get into the Formula One cars, your Class A safety rating and all of these things. It's a very different. It's very much like a plug it in, have a jump on a race with a controller and hope you survive. Am I not driving? I'm not driving again. It just says waiting for players. Yeah, spectator mode. All right. Okay. We need to be there for qualifying apparently. Sorry about this, guys. This is us working things out as we go. So maybe I just need to get into that Monza qualifying. Dave, interesting you should say that. You'll be able to hear my thoughts very soon. Or our thoughts, I should say. Myself and Tom sat down and had a chat about it literally just before we went live on the stream. And that'll be a video, hopefully, if things go to plan, coming later this week. So keep an eye out and you'll hear our thoughts as part of the video. But, I mean, the short version is, it's good. Yeah, the short version is it's good. It's good news that there is going to be a WRC game. The Nakon thing is more opinion splitting for a number of reasons. Okay, where's the Monza one? Is that it there? Monaco? Well, we could do Monaco, but that's 20 laps of chaos. Let's see. That's going to be a full race. We don't want that. What races haven't started yet? Spain's got 4 people, so we could jump in that one. 5-lap race at Spain. We've already done Spain, though. Those races have started. Australia, 1 shot. There's only 1 person in that lobby, so we'll come back to that. Las Vegas, don't want to do, because it's new. Monaco, 20 laps are in Monaco. Do we want to see 20 laps are in Monaco? We can see how it goes. There's not as many options right now as there were before. But the thing is, with this, there will be options constantly rotating. Let's hey, let's see what happens at this race. We can always leave. It's just a private lobby, so let's just see if we can actually get into this. And hey, we'll do the start of a race at Monaco. It's going to be chaotic, but I guess that's a good test, right? Why not give it a go? Push around Monaco, see what happens. $20-lap race is probably a little bit. That's a full-on sim racing race. That's proper stuff. But that's probably gonna have pit stops and everything. But hey, that could be cool. Look, we'll see how it goes. Let's evaluate as we go. Spectator mode. Can I actually get into non-spectator mode? Is that possible? Am I doing something wrong here? Q1 it says. I can't seem to like join or anything. So, yeah. But the session's almost finished, so maybe we just hang on a second. See what happens when the session finishes. So you can go and spectate the different drivers who are out on circuit if you go through, or we can take control of, hang on. We can take control of a vehicle. I swear I picked Liam Lawson. I'm in a Ferrari. Oh no, that's because it's finished, is it? Maybe we had to take control of an AI car during the last qualifying session. Maybe that's what it was. I'm not in that list. But let's see. Yeah. Maybe Peter. Sorry, this is this might all be just me not knowing the right things to do. So, yeah, that's probably the issue then. Why I've been struggling with this. We'll just make sure that that's muted as well. Okay. I mean, I did select a driver right at the end there, and I think just as the session finished. So, we'll see if we're on the grid. We've got a countdown timer, so this might be it. This might be okay. Wonder if we'll do forced 2 stops at Monaco. I should, in theory, be Liam Lawson here, but I think I'm in a... Hang on a second, what even is that? Oh, it's the My Team car. Okay, race strategy, it is a 2-stop. Interesting. Hard, medium, medium. Okay. Are we on the... Are we being given the max downforce setup? Yes, we have. That's fine. Alright, let's just go for it. See what happens. We're in the Aston Martin, not the My Team car. What am I talking about? Right at the back of the grid. Here we go. It keeps changing camera view every time we jump in a session, which is interesting. Starting from P13. Oh, ghosting. I was trying to stay out of trouble and not hit anyone, but then we've got ghosting cars coming straight through, so that's something that we're going to need to get used to. Are they still ghosting? Everyone's ghosting, are they? Ooh. I feel like everyone are ghosting. If it's going to be ghosting the whole way, then we'll not do it. But it could be because it's Monaco, that's why. Probably could have checked those settings as well before we joined, but yeah, it looks like everyone's ghosting.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Right, we'll do a couple of laps. Because I don't really want to do a race where I'm just ghosting through everyone. But even though it kind of makes sense, actually, for Monaco. You can actually have a better race when you don't have to worry about other cars. But it's just like basically a visual qualifying session over multiple laps. Hang on, that's not ghosting, is it? No, that is ghosting. I keep thinking I'm clear. Up to P4. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Franz Hermann.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Do another 1 or 2 laps. Because I enjoy Monaco in Formula 1 games. And I did find some interesting kind of handling characteristics in this game with Monaco. So here, there's a bump, and if you put the power down, you always get the back end coming out on you through Massenet. Then that bump is always huge, even though, I mean, it's a bump in real life, but I don't think in real life the cars get that sideways over there. Obviously the Lowe's hairpin is what you'd expect. It's very twisty. The steering lock doesn't quite get you around easily, but it's okay. This section all feels pretty good. Just low on traction, of course.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
I don't know if I will experience understeer because everyone's ghosting, so I don't think that actually will simulate the understeer from the dirty air. Also, it's Monaco.
Okay, clear.
Right, this bit as well. Swimming pool feels a bit strange, so it's easy flat through swimming pool, but there's just... The car just feels a little bit floaty through there. It doesn't feel, to me, like perfectly natural.
Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Virtual safety car.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
It's really difficult to judge the pace for the virtual safety car. So I'm looking at my delta to the top right. I've got plus 0.1, 1.2, so I can go a bit faster, I think. Okay, we're exceeding it a little bit. So basically you're following that delta on the top right, trying to get it in the window of being not red. But it's going to suddenly go... The race is going to suddenly go green, so you're going to lose a little bit, probably. Virtual safety car ending. We're going red again. Don't want to be red when it... Yeah, drive-through penalty. So there you go.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags.
Yeah, I ran it...
ending. Wait for the greens.
I'll wait for Jeff. I ran it too close to the mark there on the virtual safety car. I tried to kind of take advantage and be as close to 0 as possible when it went green, but then suddenly it was like going red just before we started.
Okay,
and I got a drive-through.
You've got a drive-through penalty.
Anyway.
You've been given a drive-through penalty.
We didn't want to do more of this race anyway because it's all ghosting. Ooh. That's fine. We will pull over and quit. Hey, There you go. So yeah, you can definitely be better than I was there if you don't try and knock off a little bit of extra lap time. So yeah. Is this just players in Brazil or something, or is this F1 netcode? I think it's netcode, Paul. I think Tom's right. Is there an in-car view in this game? Yes. Yes, Brendan, I'll do that next one. We'll show you. There is a cockpit view. What you can do though with cockpit, if you don't like how low you're sat and the halo, you can actually make a few adjustments so you're still getting the authenticity of cockpit cam, but you are you're racing in oh, hang on, 4 people at Silverstone, 1-shot quali. Maybe we'll do that one. Yeah, I'll show you the cockpit cam and I'll explain what I mean. I think we're gonna get in time for quali. Do I have to select a team and driver? Yeah, so let's go with we'll go Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes. See if more people join. So there's a few, you can see the internet connection status on the right. It's 13 lap race, equal 1-shot qualifying, around Silverstone, which is a track I know, so I'm happy to do that. Weather is mixed, I think, or question mark, so we don't know what it's going to be. Is online experience good so far? Yes, it's just F1 games online, and it depends what you define as good. Like, it's chaotic, it's fun. The ranked system doesn't have enough people in it yet, but hopefully that'll change on day one, or in the evenings, for instance, to actually properly be able to enjoy the ranked mode. The kind of the online public lobbies like these ones, they feel, yeah, it's okay. The netcode's not amazing. I don't know, honestly, I don't know how to really evaluate it, because if you're used to this sort of thing, and you're used to jumping in online lobbies, having, you know, some good racing and also some absolute chaos, then this is gonna tick that box. But if you're used to like hardcore sim racing, where everything's very neat and tidy and precise, and mistakes are more rare than clean driving, yeah, then it's more up for debate. But I did have an amazing first ranked race at Barcelona. There was 3 of us in the race. We were all very closely matched on speed by luck, and we had a really good battle, and it was really clean, and it was actually just really good fun. So it can be done. It can clearly be done. I was impressed. Okay, let's do Silverstone quali. Hope a few more people join. Have you got the game yet? Or are you thinking about getting the game? Yeah, it's. Have you played Formula 1 games before? Because the online experience just, yeah, it feels along the same kind of lines. But we're only a couple of races in. Bearing in mind I've picked as well, I did Singapore in the wet, which was awful. And then I did Monaco, where we were all ghosting, which is a choice, you can change that in the settings. Right, 1-shot quali, so we've got 1 quali lap in the Merc. Don't know quite how fast I can take the corners, but at least I know the layout very well. Only 5 of us at the moment, which isn't the best either. I was hoping a few more would get in if we kind of readied up. Right, how fast can we take? Actually, we could probably have gone faster. Maggots and Beckett's. Oh yeah, easy flat. I think I'm being maybe a little bit too, hesitant with the downforce. I'm not quite trusting. Need to remind myself to get into F1 mode, full grip, trust the car a bit more. At low speed, obviously, it's just like, yeah, ooh, too much throttle. That was poor. Anyway, we got through. Only 5 people, so yeah, we'll see. Again, we'll kind of see how the race plays out. You want to have a few more than that, Doesn't need to be 20, but I think like, 10 people, something like that, makes for a bit of a better race. But hey, if you're close together, it doesn't really matter. I definitely left some time on the table in qualifying. 128.9. So we're okay. This should be pretty competitive. We're fourth in that lot, but I think I can stick with that group in front if I get my act together. That was the kind of, going in a bit cold. We have 7 people in, so more people have joined. Okay, it's getting there. Silverstone's a great track to race as well, and we do need to try some reverse layouts, which I haven't done yet. So that'll be really good fun. I'm guessing the people that have just joined as well will start from the back of the grid. I was going to show you cockpit cam. It won't let. This is one thing I find annoying. It doesn't let you change camera angle until the race starts. Hey Jay, how's it going? We're just playing F125 online, just seeing what the crack is, trying different online modes and lobbies, and just basically evaluating what we see, having a bit of fun, doing some terrible driving in the process. So about to do a race at Silverstone. I'm going to go cockpit cam just to show you what it looks like, and to bear in mind I've done some wee changes here. So I have actually turned off the halo, made it invisible, which just makes online racing a little bit easier. And I've also raised the seat position slightly, just to give you a little bit more visibility. It's still realistic. Oh. Contact, multiple bits of contact, someone on the inside. We're trying to leave room, but it's kind of difficult in this game to really, unless you're at the highest level and everyone's doing exactly the same thing, it's difficult. Oh, that's too deep. No. I don't want to lose this front grip. I think cars equal performance, I think. So it should not matter which team you're racing for. Is Cops flat out? Oh yeah. Flat out with a downshift. Maggots and Beckett's very easy flat. And then you got to slow down a little bit for this last section. Bit too wide. Got a McLaren behind me, so we'll try and stay ahead of it. This is where I lost loads of time in qualifying. Need to be a little bit more gentle in the throttle.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Easy flat through the first corner, which we didn't do in qualifying as well. Oh, I went too deep. Tried to go defensive on the McLaren. And I just outbraked myself.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
It's been an okay race so far though. Bit of argy-bargy on the first lap, but I don't know if anyone in particular was to blame for it really. It was just kind of, we were all just trying to work each other out a little bit.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
We ran through side by side. I lifted. I wanted to see if I could actually go through side by side. We're going through Maggots and Beckett side by side as well, so I'm just going to leave a bit of room. I'm still leaving room because they're right there. I don't have a left mirror, so I can't see. I think they're still alongside me. There they are. Still alongside. Still alongside. Still alongside. Hey, that was a good little run there. Side by side from pretty much Maggots and Beckett's until the start finish line.
Just focus on the driving.
I've lost the pace of the car in front, but hey, that was good fun. Oh, car off in front. Nope. Ah! Too impatient on the throttle. No. Let's tricky with no traction control in this. Let's go back to T-Cam for a better view of what's going on. Yeah, look, Red Bull. I should have gone manual on the ERS because I've got it set to auto and I couldn't use the overtake button to defend that position there. Down to P6. Now I'm on the overtake button. Oh, dirty air making a difference. You can see the understeer. Yeah, that was good racing. That was good fun. Oh, I've just got no grip. Someone else is off in front. Don't know if that was dirty air there, but I had massive understeer. Just don't quite have the pace. It's not massive differences here between, like, I mean, this whole front group's quite close together, but I'm just not quite there. Right, let's see if we can get our head down and I mean, the car in third's got purple. It's 2.3 seconds ahead, so let's just see if we can set a decent lap time. I think we will have to make a pit stop in this race. Well, yeah, that's just not helping. Get my line all wrong through the section there. Village and... what's it called? Some of my least favourite corners. Village in the loop, that's what I was looking for. No, too deep. Oh, I'm losing it. Need the guys in front to start battling now. We're still only 2.5 seconds behind third.
Seeing a lot of tyre deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
Oh, okay. What's the strategy? Lap 6, okay. Yeah, we can take lap 6. So Jeff's offering me, or Mark, I should say, is offering me a new strategy.
Okay, gap to the car in front.
How do I confirm it?
1.9 seconds.
I thought I confirmed it, now I've got a weird flashing thing happening. Anyway, box lap 6 is what I saw as the recommendation, so we'll do that. Try and catch the cars battling in front if I can stop making big mistakes.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Even though you're flat out through these corners, you're still downshifting. It's quite funny. The amount of scrub you get. Okay, better start to this lap. We're only 1.4 off third. I do think everyone's quite evenly matched here. I don't have my eye in, but I think I've got... once I get my head down and stop making mistakes, my pace is okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. The helicopters are probably the actual helicopters. Ooh, close to track limits.
Yellow flag.
Alright, we're in DRS.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
They're side by side ahead. This is good news. No. Oh, saved it.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
Right, we're going to be pitting next lap, so we'll see if we can maybe get an undercut on these two. Oh, no. Too ambitious on the throttle. Ruined the lap. And lost the gap again. So we need to go box this lap. Oh, that's not select. Hang on a minute. I think I've got the buttons for select. I think I need to go that way.
Okay,
yeah,
we can take you this lap.
That's the problem. I'm changing view when I'm meant to be selecting, but it's because I was meant to use the kind of right arrow. I hope pit assist's allowed, because we're going to go into the pit stop and we're not really going to know where to slow down. I wish I could say I made up the pun. I didn't even notice. Oh, that was weird. Did you see the cars in front there? There was a bit of a weird, like, jolt suddenly from the 2 cars ahead. That was a little bit wild. Oh dear. Understeer. You get so much grip sometimes, and then other times you don't. It's that rear end, honestly, it's the lack of traction control. When I'm too eager on the throttle, it just snaps, and you can see it. It's just like, suddenly I'm sideways. Okay, in we go. Oh, everyone's doing it. Alright, we'll just copy everyone else. Yeah, okay, we've got auto pit on, so it's fine. You don't need to slow down. If you've got the pit assist on, you don't need to slow down before the box. Alright, we've got a turn in here, so this is... It gives us an advantage over people that are doing it more realistically, which isn't great, but, you know, keeps us in the race.
Okay, go, go, go!
Alright, everyone literally thought the same thing. And I'm on hards, everyone else I think might be on mediums, or maybe it just tells you once you're out the pit lane. Yeah, the snaps are realistic. It doesn't feel... The saves aren't realistic, but the snaps, I guess, are to a degree.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
But obviously, if you were to dump the throttle on an F1 car, you're going to spin it. That's definitely going to happen. So the problem really is me, but I'm pushing too hard, and it's probably because I've built up this kind of years of the F1 game where I feel like I can be a little bit more aggressive and ambitious on the throttle, a bit earlier, a bit harder, and I think in doing so, I'm not treating it with enough respect. I think if I actually back off a little bit here and drive a bit more like naturally and sensibly rather than, you know, fraught like I'm doing, I reckon I would probably improve lap times quite a bit. So it's the 2 up in front we're racing really, but we've all got pretty similar pace. See, the slight lift through cops actually made me carry more speed, so I'm not understeering as much. We've got 6 laps to go. Let's see if we can catch this Red Bull back up again. That was smoother. They are on medium tyres, the car in front, so we've got hard, so we should last a bit longer at least. Right, I'm going to try and channel actual sensible driving. Stop just driving like a lunatic and start actually thinking about it, and we'll see if we actually go a bit better. We try and get a 131, like a low 131. Even on the hards, I think we can do it. Not the best, missed my apex slightly. We're just tantalizingly close to the Red Bull. Yeah, so you're struggling with throttle application as well. I mean, it's good to a degree. It really is. Like, it needs to be a bit of a challenge, especially because I'm running no traction control. Like, if you're on traction control, it's going to be a lot easier. But I'm driving beyond what I have in terms of rear grip at the moment. So it's an adjustment for me, but it's a good thing that the game properly simulates it anyway. I think I'm losing ground to the medium runners, but hopefully they'll come back to me a bit later. Tyre wear. Out of DRS as well, which is frustrating. .130.2 for Venom, and I was a 132.1. So 2 seconds off the medium shod runners in front. They can see the Red Bull disappear, but they're going to start battling again. Definitely driving smoother now, though.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Thank you. They are looking pretty good numbers-wise. There we go. I think manual ERS would probably help me a little bit. so I might need to look into that. We've got 93% battery. F1 2020 was a great game, wasn't it? 2020 was, like, there's kind of been a weird cadence where every second game recently has been better than the other one. So, like, 25 feels better than 24, 23 felt better. You know, 22 was a bit of a misstep, but 21 was good. I think that broke with F1 2020, because 2020 was brilliant, and with classic cars and everything, it's all relative, they're all similar. But within the franchise, 2020's got to be up there as one of the best. I think we all at Traction agree with that. Oh, no. There you go again. Just going for the lap time, getting impatient. 1:31.6. I knew it was a better lap, so I was
Okay,
going for
you're
it.
losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Got 3 laps to go. Will these medium runners come back to us or not? Maybe they started on the hard. Or soft, I'm not sure. Can't remember. We've got P5 behind us as well, and I don't know if they were ahead of us at some point, but I could actually lose position. More likely than gaining at this point, I think. There we go. Better traction. I'm still only 2.8 seconds behind these two. Oh, it's so frustrating. I'm close. Yeah, we've got to wait and see what F1 26 is, yeah. Hopefully that breaks the cadence. That was better. It's such a flow-based game. Like, once you actually find your flow and get slowed down at the right moment, turn it at the right moment, the grip comes to you. It's almost like, it's hard to explain, but like, if you're in the right groove with this game, I feel like you can carry more speed around the corners and you just absolutely nail it. The downforce is perfect. And then there's other times where you're just slightly off, and it feels like you can never get into the groove. It's like the grip just doesn't come. And I've experienced that over many games in the past. There's a 31-0, so we're getting a bit better. Coming back to them a little bit on these hards. Come on. We're now only 3 seconds off of P2, 1.8, so Venom in the Red Bull's gone. He's got past Olive Winner, but we're catching Olive Winner, and we've got the other Ferrari behind us, so we're kind of in a Ferrari sandwich at the moment. But it's all pretty competitive. I think we're all pretty close. You can see my throttle application there, just underneath the gear indicator on the right, that green bar. So you'll see how much throttle I'm having to use in the corner exits to avoid the oversteer. I'm going to just push on. We've got 3 laps to go. I really want to catch this car in front. Not great. Are you enjoying it so far? Have you played it, Dogboy? Have you been playing it this morning? I think, like, our traction review was basically like, yeah, this is a step forward from the last game, which is what was needed. And I mean, it's not groundbreaking or massively different, but it is a step forward. I think, from what I've seen from other people, I think that's the general consensus. That, like, there's a lot of frustration, of course, that, like, oh, it's the same game every year, and there's people that will always say that no matter what happens, unless they completely redo it. But I think the general consensus from what I've seen is, yeah, it's one that's fairly positive. It's a bit like EAFC, like, some years are better than others, but you don't need to buy the game every year. But obviously, if you want to keep up to date with Ultimate Team and, you know, all the live roster updates and, you know, all the basically fancy features, you kind of have to be on the newest game, which is a bit frustrating. Venom's gone, by the way. I think I've actually gapped the Ferrari behind, and I'm pretty much the same as Olive Winner. So unless they make a mistake, it's looking like it's going to be P4 from, I think, the 7 people that started the race. So right in the middle of the pack, or slightly below the average, which basically sums it up. yeah, there's always mixed opinions about everything. Like, you know, and obviously it's good that different people have different opinions. Like, some people will say certain games are the best of all time, whereas other people will literally say it's terrible. So you're never going to please everyone, and it's very easy sometimes to fall into, like, you know, people say stuff online and you go, how could they think that? Because it's completely different to how you feel. But with every game, there are people that love it and hate it.
Final lap.
And it's just that some there are more than others, right? Like some games are more hated than loved, some are more loved than hated. But you'll always find a different opinion on the same thing online, which is good. But also sometimes you've got to be a bit careful with it. That's why you should always, when you're looking at these games and what you think of them, you should always, you know, not just take one person's word for it.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds.
I'm not going to catch him. This is last lap. I've been doing consistent 31s now on the hard tyre, so my driving is better. I think 30, the pace is another second up the road, I think. 1.3, if I can get DRS, if I can get to DRS range. Oh, we're so close. Yes, is that DRS? No, we didn't get DRS.
Green flag.
Ah. We're close though. Not quite enough.
I think it's all over. It is now.
We weren't a million miles away. That was a good competitive race. I got into the 30s at the end there on the last lap. So, yeah. Hey, it was getting better. We still finished near the back, but I can't complain about that race. Like, it was only, what was it, a 13-lap race, nice amount of length. I had some people to race with, I had some people to chase. The battles at the start were good. I ran side by side with Venom for like almost half a lap, which was really good. And it was clean. Then I spent most of the race on my own after that, just looking at gaps and stuff, but I enjoyed it, so hey, that's a good one. Nice celebration. We were very close to a podium at the end, but hey, there was not many people driving, were there? Up to level 17. Well done to Venom, who was the fastest. And it was Venom we were side by side with at the start, but I definitely, you know, looking at the best lap times, look at that. 30.7, 30.2, 30.8, 30.7, 30.7, 30.3. So what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers, all within the best lap time of half a second. Like, that's really good, and that's just an open lobby that you can join, you know? We were on the lower side of that, but we were finding speed as we went on, and we were on the hard tyre, so with a, you know, going back out again on mediums, trying it one more time, the same thing, I think I would do better. But that was a great race, for a number of reasons, without being spectacular. Yeah, Richard Burns Rally modded, yeah. It's very good, but it's like you need a lot of patience and time to get it set up, basically. Right, what's this lobby doing next? I didn't leave, which I maybe should have done, but let's just see. Because, I mean, the drivers in this one are good. Everyone's close, so I'm kind of tempted to stick in this one if the next race is looking good. But let's see how many people there are. Abu Dhabi. Okay, people are leaving. Yeah, alright, it's over. Right, let's pick something else. Let maybe try and get a busier race, if we can. I'll have another look at the ranked stuff in a minute as well, just to see if we've got more people playing. We'll do one more of these if we can find a good one. Then we'll do a ranked race again, just to see if we've got more than 3 or 4 players. Australia is already going. These are already going. That's already going. Mexico is not a track I want to do. Japan? Yeah, 5 minutes to go Japan. That could be good. Or 12, that race is already on. Australia. Yeah, should we do Japan? The ping rate is very low on it. Or we could do a reverse race. That's already, I think the races are about to start. We do need to try a reverse race at some point. Hey Dave, how's it going? Monza, 20 people qualifying. If I can pick a car on this. Start from the back at Monza, 5-lap race. Chaos. Sounds fun to me. We've got a space we can pick. No, it's full, I think. Oh, I've clicked on someone's name by accident. No. None of the cars are available, so I don't think I can do that one. There's too many people trying to get in. Alright. That's the problem, really. You gotta get into a busy lobby before it gets huge. I'm good, thanks, Dave. Yeah, good. Enjoyed that last race, having some fun on F125, just working it all out. At the moment, trying to... Oh, that's a Monaco race. We've done Monaco, though. But there's a lot of people in it. Is it ghosting? Can we see the settings? Lobby options. We could do Monaco, it's just we've already done Monaco. No. Let's try something else. I wanna just see some different things. We do want to try a reverse race, ideally with a few people in it. And I want to try ranked again. So we're gonna do all of these things. That's on Abu Dhabi's only got one person. We're gonna keep going through this list until we find some good ones. Japan, we could do Japan. 5 people in that race. So that's an option. That's too long. There's only one person in it. Yeah. Okay, we'll jump in Japan. Good track. 2 minutes to go in qualifying. Unless we're in 2 minutes in. Then it might be a little bit too long. It says 220 out of 18. I don't know if that means remaining. Yeah, it ends in 1 minute 30. Alright. Let's go for Ocon in the Haas. See if it's equal performance. That's the first thing. How do you tell if it's equal? I don't know if that means equal performance, to be honest. It is equal performance. It says it at the bottom. Great. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And then I'll, as I say, after this, we'll decide whether we do some reverse or ranked. Oh, nice, Dave. Yeah. It was Martin that was doing. That was had the opportunity to review this game. So we only had one copy. And I was also playing it a little bit when I could, just to get some capture and stuff like that. And obviously I streamed Breaking Point. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I joined as a driver. I thought I was a driver. Ocon. Take control. Alright. Again, we're just going to stick to default setups. Or will we try and get a... Can we get a setup? I don't know. Probably need to go into time trial mode to get a setup. It looks like it's going to rain as well in the race. Oh, that's annoying. I don't want another wet race. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Let's play it by ear. I'm not convinced. I don't really want a wet race.
Okay, so remember that the way the car handles is all about weight transfer. When you brake, the centre of mass moves forward. When you accelerate, it moves rearward. And when you turn...
We're in spectate at the moment, so we've got to wait for people to finish their laps, I think. Only got 5 people set a lap time. I don't know if those people have left the server as well, because I can only spec. They might be in the pits. They might have left the server. I'm not quite sure. We'll see what happens at the start of the race. The Roman Grosjean interview. We did do a Roman Grosjean interview. It's on the Traction podcast, so you can check it out on the Traction YouTube channel. If you type in probably Grosjean Traction, you should be able to find it. I think we've done a couple of Grosjean interviews. But we did one about a year ago, which was good. I think that's all right, Dave. I don't think it's going to be super competitive in an alien lobby, but honestly, a 134.5 is decent. Like, you're not far away. I think anything like low 30s is very competitive around Imola. So I think a 34.5 is a great place to start. Hey, Dog Boy's in the lobby. Nice. Which one are you? Because I'm not seeing your name there. Hopefully there's more than... Yeah, hopefully there's more players. I think there might only be 5 in this one, but let's see. And I think it's going to be wet. I don't think it would be a bad thing if I actually managed to get into an event with 5-10 minutes to go and practice qualifying, because I can actually get my in a little bit more. Yeah, Dave, I think it's good. I think it's good. Yeah, it's soaking wet. So, hey, let's do the first. Let's just start the race and see if we're enjoying it. Don't think it's a big enough grid to be locked in. And we're on fully wet tires, so it's properly wet. Hey, we'll give it a try. It's also changed our camera angle again to like the offset T-cam. Yeah, Grosjean's a great character. He's a really nice guy. Very down to earth and friendly, and he's also someone like he loves the sim racing and he loves giving people advice and helping people out as well. Right, let's just see what happens. Now, as I experienced earlier at Singapore, no traction control in the wet in this game. That was intermediate conditions. Is pretty, let's say, drifty. Is everyone ghosting again? Nope, no, not everyone's ghosting. Okay, I gave it a bit of contact there. Trying to find the grip. There's still a lot of ghosting going on in front of us. I think that might be people that are AI though. Not quite sure. I don't know what the X means on the left-hand side. Doesn't look like AI. They're not driving like AI. But everyone is ghosting, aren't they? So this is not what we want. I think that's a setting you can do where you can make everyone ghost. I don't think it's like I don't think it's the game taking charge. I think it's just people setting it to be all ghosting. That wasn't ghosting though. So maybe it was just AI cars. I don't know. That's definitely not ghosting. No. That's a few real people. I'm finding it kind of hard to tell. I think normally it says AI if it's AI. Get some power down eventually. Right, Silverman Dash, we're coming for you, P5. Braking for 130R in the wet, I think so. Oh no. That was some weird netcode. Oh, well. Yeah, that was kind of inevitable to be fair. I kind of knew that was coming, but I went for it anyway. Nothing I could do. And then you've got all the X's on the left with the netcode. That makes me think it's AI control. Yeah, connection issue. Yeah, that makes sense, Charlie. So maybe it's connection issues. Oh, hello.
Safety car, safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Okay, this is messy. So yeah, so X, that's a good point, Charlie. So X probably means that someone is trying to race but the connection's not good enough. So they're ghosting to be safe. And that actually works as an idea. But now we're in a safety car queue. Do we have to make a pit stop on wet tyres? Or can we just stick with these wets? We don't have to change tyres if it's a wet race.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Okay, thank you. I've just been warned about understeer and try and get past as quickly as I can, as we're under safety car conditions in the wet, so that's good. It might be that everyone has terrible internet. It might be an issue on my end because I'm streaming, but I doubt it because I stream a lot and I don't have major connection issues. I don't think I've ever had an internet-related big problem since I've been streaming. So, oh, we could go intermediate, but I think it's going to be too wet. It's a valid point. It's a fun idea, but I just think it's going to be like it's still pouring down with rain, so I don't think we're at the crossover point. Let me ask Jeff, Mark even. Weather report.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Let's do it. We're going intermediate. Good call.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Okay, but I want to make sure I'm on inters, so let me just... I'm trying to get used to my button layouts here. So I need to get to... That's the wrong button, John. Intermediate, there we go. Let's do it. Game's in control. Oh, I've got to do a turn-in thing. We're going to be the only one on inters. Could this be a worldy online racing move here?
Okay, let's go now. Come on.
Nice. Well, it'll be a good test. Yeah, they're all ghosted for you as well. Okay, yeah, so it's not my issue. That's good to know. Thank you for the advice for
Pit
inters.
strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Mark agrees with you. He thinks it's going to be
The
similar.
weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
Okay, no, I say that, and he literally tells me to get back on wets. But let's just see. I think the inters are a better tyre, so let's see what happens. I mean, this grip's fine. Look at this. That doesn't look too bad, does it? And if it stops raining, then we're gonna be winning here. I need to catch the cube. I think I'll catch them. Yeah, grip's okay. It's a little bit slippy. I don't know if it's worse than wets, to be honest. And if everyone's on wets above us, in front of us, sorry, and then it stops raining, we'll have a bit more grip. Genius, my genius comment section. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I get to warn them catching the pack. You're so right, and I am going to catch them. Getting a little bit of a trial run here. %0 wear. We're all good. We're going to come steaming up to the pack of the pack. Actually, they're not going that slow. I should probably just keep my foot in it. Maybe I was dondering too much in this outlap, because we're going to catch them just as we go green. No, we're fine. Behind Jizzle Tizzle. Great name. Or not. Are we going green? Are we still safety car? No, we're still safety car. Oh, well, I got excited for nothing. Stop raining now, please. You're getting to see how a safety car works anyway. We've had a virtual safety car at Monaco, which I got a drive-through for. Now you're getting to see what an actual safety car looks like. And we basically lost nothing in that. Because I had that incident at the chicane anyway, so I was right at the back. Yeah. Give me my speed. Yeah. It is busy driving when you're going to have to maintain a delta behind a safety car. Like, it's pretty grim. The safety car's fine. It's the virtual safety car. It's because it's a live delta and you want to try and take advantage of it. 10 minutes left of this rain,
then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
Okay, he says it's going to dry up, so we're going to be good. Yeah, I think it's a bit... with the virtual safety car, you have to play it safe because it's not that consistent in terms of the pace. So, like, when you're driving along at a kind of regular pace, sometimes you get ahead of the delta, sometimes you go behind it, so it's tricky. And obviously if you misjudge it slightly and the delta suddenly goes really slow at a particularly slow part of the track, which you don't expect, like what happened to me at Monaco, then it goes green and boom, you've got a drive through. So it's something to learn. Ooh. Sorry, Jizzle, Tizzle. 91, I'm going to stop saying that. Car behind me is also on inters, so I'm not the only one. Yeah, we need to see how the track evolution is. I've not actually done that yet, personally. So I need to see how the track evolution is. We'll keep an eye on it throughout this run. But I'm going to guess it's going to be... Based on everything else, I'm going to guess it's going to be similar. I don't think it's something they will have massively... They've not made a song and dance about massively changing the way the track dries, so I'm guessing it's going to dry fairly reasonably on the kind of regular dry racing line. Let's make sure those
tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. So stay in position until the green flags.
I think the grip is just going to go up on the racing line, basically, slowly. So yeah, we'll see. As usual when you're racing online, though, the visuals are a bit funky. Oh.
Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period.
Great. Car stopped. I had to slow down to return the position, and they stopped, so I couldn't. So we're good. Anyway, as long as we don't get penalised for that. That was ridiculous. Jizzle Tizzle is still behind me, but we got given the position, so... Alright. Fair enough. See how these inters are compared to everyone on the wets. Oh, oversteer.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, clear.
Mark is a busy man, isn't he? Are we going to get past Silverman Dash? Try and force him into a mistake. We'll go outside. Wasn't planning on it. And we've got the inside for the hairpin. Quite a bit of moving around, which does make it unnatural. Yep, nice traction. Okay, what's this, 10th? Car off in front. They just tried to wipe me out. Or they didn't see me and just tried to pull off the circuit, but I think it was more they tried to crash into me. P9. Can we get our first win? If it continues to dry, we might be looking good, but there'll be some fast drivers at the front, I'm sure. I've not been on the pace yet in this game, for sure. This is the big queue of ghosting weirdness that's going on. Definitely some strange stuff with the internet. Not my internet though, I think it's a server issue. Radars in this race, okay, so that's the same person that was fast at Silverstone.
Ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Fastest lap for us. Inters are the way to go. Seven laps to go. This is really bizarre to look at though, all these cars in a big ghost train driving through each other. And they all look like they're locked at the same speed, it's really weird. Which makes them look like AI cars, you know? Because they're all just taking the same line and just ghosting, so it's very strange. Don't know what it is, to be honest.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
We're just gonna have to race through them.
Nice move, good job.
Too many corners at Suzuka to read those comments in that section, but we'll see what we can do in the next one. Coming up to a straight now. Or straight-ish. And we're ghosting anyway, so don't need to worry about racecraft. Yeah, the car movement in this is very poor, but I think there's a weird thing going on with the server. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest, Tom. I don't know if these are AI cars, if it's like people that have disconnected, people that are having connection issues, so an AI is driving for them at the moment. I don't know, but they're all going the same speed, so it definitely doesn't feel real. I think the real people are out in front. About to set fastest lap of the race. We're up in 4th, so I think it's just one driver right at the front. I think that's it. I think the rest of them are all these weird ghosting cars. I think the car in front's ghosting as well. Is everyone ghosting? I feel like everyone's ghosting. No clue what's going on in this race, to be honest. But the Inter strategy was genius. Yeah. If everyone else disconnected, you're disconnected. Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe the servers, maybe there's no one in this race. Maybe I'm the only one in this race. I don't know. They've also got an X next to the name. There were definitely some real people in this earlier. I just don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think I'm racing alone. Maybe I'm racing alone. There were definitely people in here earlier, though. Yeah, so that's it. So everyone's left. Maybe because of the safety car, so... Alright. Well, I was getting so excited about my strategy, thinking, you know, the pace is decent, we're setting fastest lap. It's because I'm racing on my own. Are we the baddies? Burn this engine up. Yeah, we'll do a bit of talking about the wet line and stuff actually instead of exploding my engine. Let's do a few laps just to kind of talk about the conditions. You can see the dry line. So even though it's still raining, you can see a darker patch appearing on the track. So that's quite nice. We can obviously go over here and cool down our tyres.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Want to make them last longer. I got fastest lap despite that, so the track's definitely getting grippier. And you can see just a normal dry racing line basically is darker, so you've got more grip on the line. I can start putting the power down pretty early now. The intros are feeling really good. I'm getting better and better because I was still faster on that last lap, so You can really see the grip coming in. When I go offline, I'll try that as well, see what happens. So if I'm slightly... Okay, I still can't push too hard. Now I go offline. It's pretty good offline as well right now. It's not as grippy, but it's not far off. I mean, I can drive, I can use the curbs. It's not like I'm, you know, look there. A little bit of traction loss on the curb, but nothing crazy. I'm not spinning or anything like that. Too late on the brakes into the hairpin. Outside line. Grip's not too bad. More grip on that kind of dry, darker line. But it's not much in it at the moment, I would say. A little bit. But the whole track is just getting a lot grippier. I think the grip is slightly better on the racing line right now. $130 easy flat now. Yeah. But there's not much in it. There's really not much in it.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
I feel like if I avoid the dry line, it's not like I'm suddenly losing all my grip, you know? I feel like I'm just... Maybe it's reducing it by 5%. And that could just be placebo. It's... Because obviously when you're off the racing line, you know, you're... Generally you get... Even in the dry, it's kind of... You slide a little bit anyway. But in the wet, it should really be... It's a really tricky one to explain. Because obviously a wet line in real life can be like the outside of the track, because that's where the rubber, there's less rubber laid down, so there's more grip in the wet, because there's less oil and all that stuff that we talk about with wet lines. But
it looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Bottom down that curb. When there's a drying line on the racing line, because all the cars are taking the racing line, that's different. So like a drying line can still be quicker than an outside of the track wet line, if that makes sense. But obviously when the track is kind of equally wet across the whole board, you're better off the standard racing line. So there's kind of multiple facets to like an accurate wet driving experience. But clearly the dry racing line is what's drying while the track's getting, but then that's the line that most of the cars, including the AI and stuff, are driving on, so. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. They can't, I think you're absolutely right. That's probably what it is. You can't make the difference too huge in a game like this, or you could, but you're not really going to gain anything from it, because for online racing you want to be able to overtake, and also for even offline career mode racing and stuff like that, you want to have side-by-side battles in the wet that are fun and good to watch. You don't really want to feel like you know, it doesn't have to be 100% realistic in that sense, because this is not what this game's all about. It's an F1 game for anyone who's interested in Formula 1, whether you're on a sim or controller, you know. We'll do one more lap. So I understand it, and it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't feel horrible. The thing I don't like so much about the wet when I'm driving on a like hardcore sim with a wheel and stuff is actually just the general, like, the way that you have less grip is a slightly unnatural feeling kind of way. But again, I completely understand it. You just kind of feel a bit like the whole thing just feels a bit drifty and a bit slow. And I'm not saying you don't drift around on other games when it's wet. And obviously in real life you drift around in the wet, but it's different. I can't really... Like, there's more kind of... In real life, there's more grip variety from corner to corner and moment to moment. So sometimes you're feeling fine, but then if you lock up really bad. Or you aquaplane, or you have a wiggle, and suddenly you've got no grip. Whereas this game in the wet, it's just a more generic, like, there is 25% less grip. And you're kind of sliding around all over the place. And I get that fully, because this game does not need to have the most advanced dynamic weather system in any racing game ever, because it would be, you know, the physics in the game itself wouldn't match the actual wet weather. You don't need that. So I think it works absolutely fine. It's just not quite as maybe enjoyable to drive in the wet as some of the more hardcore sims. But hey, that's fair. This game is not for me. I'm not like the #1 target clientele here. This game is for F1 fans who want to be able to experience Formula 1 via a game. And obviously racing fans and stuff as well. Right, anyway. There you go. Verdict, Pixel Fodder. Well, you can find out our traction verdict via our
Okay,
review.
looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being,
3
but we're
laps
probably
to go.
not a million miles away from slick conditions.
I think I'm the only one in the race, so I'm going to leave. There's no point winning because it's an online lobby race. We're not gaining anything or losing anything. So let's actually go and get in a race. my steering wheel. Force feedback's gone. So when actually, interestingly, when the race is over, the force feedback's kind of locked in one way, so I'm having to hold the wheel in place to keep it straight ahead. Wish HD, right now I'm using the Fanatec DD Pro wheelbase for PlayStation 5, but I'm using other bases on PC, and I'll be using different steering wheel, lots of different bases and steering wheels over the course of time, trying this as well. Hey, there you go. Fastest lap by miles, but that was not a good race, not a proper race, unfortunately. There's 2 of us in the lobby, look. There's one other player. Now I've got to wait 20 seconds. Yeah, the netcode is still not great. It's just the way it is. FPS is... I've been absolutely fine. I've been playing in performance mode, so it should be fine, but on PS5, sorry, I've had consistent 60 frames a second. We still got the win. So I could have left a lot earlier, but I want to have a chat about wet weather. Let's see what lobbies we've got now. I do want to try ranked again. So maybe let's have a look, and if there's amazing lobby sitting there ready to go, we'll jump in it, and if not, we'll go ranked. So 18 people at Japan. No, that race has already begun. That's got 1 person. We seem to be just missing the good races. It's always the way. 19 people doing a Dutch Grand Prix. You maybe need to join one of the busy lobbies and then wait for it to finish, essentially. Yeah, the menu it feels identical. Like there's not much in it at all. This session's ending, so I'm thinking maybe this will turn into another race and the lobby will be full. So let's do one of these, and then we'll go do a ranked race. I want a proper race with a good grid, you know. Is there any intrusive MTX marketing in the game, or is it easily ignored? I've not noticed too much, I wouldn't say. Intrusive marketing of any kind. There's a few bits and pieces popping up here and there. Why is it saying now that this race is lap 1 out of 5? Oh, there we go. Hungary. Are we in the lobby? Hang on a second. We've got Nico Hulkenberg because he's the only car left. I think that puts me on the grid. Hungary? Will we do Hungary? Yeah, let's try it. Big lobby, 5-lap race. That's what we want. Quick fire race. There's clearly a championship standings going on, so there's lots of people that have been doing lots of races. Let's try and get in time for a quali lap. F1 World is F1 World is an interesting one. It's basically like it feels just like a kind of mobile game tagged on, doesn't it? And it just doesn't feel, I don't know. It doesn't feel coherent really, and I don't know. It's kind of like interesting at first and a bit different, but it's obviously not changed much in the last few years. I think we've gone Bahrain. Oh, we've gone Bahrain, that's fine. And this year's no different. And also, it's the fact that everything now is within F1 World as well. It's a bit strange. Yeah, that's fair, Andy. Definitely not groundbreaking. It is a big step up. It's an improvement. But you do need like, if you want, if you had the last game, you want more than just that, Right, race at Bahrain. My force feedback will hopefully fix itself in a second. I'm still having to hold it in place. No qualifying, it's just straight into a 5-lap race, and we're right at the back of the grid. And we're gonna, again, it's changed camera angle. You like challenge career, Jim? Yeah. I don't mind challenge career. I think it's cool that everyone's in the same boat, but I didn't find it appealed to me enough to keep playing it after the first few episodes. Right, there we go. 16th place in the grid. Let's just do a 5-lap race for fun. See what happens. Oh. Too ambitious again on throttle. Need to remember. Well, I mean, there's not much I can do in this situation. So no ghosting. There was some ghosting, some not ghosting, but obviously there was absolutely nothing I could do through turn 1 to avoid any of that, other than not send it down the inside, which I did quite safely, actually.
Yellow flag.
Right, anyway. Let's just see what we can do. 5-lap race, see if we can pick up some positions, see how the racing in the netcode is. Whoa! Well, that was my bad, and also, I needed it to ghost. That was too ambitious. I was also going for a qualifying braking point. Sorry! Defending the inside. Straight into it, cold, that's the problem. And you're just having to attack or else you just get eaten alive, you know? Felt like that was an ambitious dive from the Red Bull, so we'll leave them space, hang it around the outside, take the inside line here. Someone's on the off the circuit on the inside, we'll give the Red Bull some space. No, I'm so sorry, Alpine. Did not mean that. It's just dog eats dog, you just gotta go for it.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
And everyone's at a different pace around you, so if you brake too early, you lose the position guaranteed. If you brake too late, you're going to do what I did there, where I would have made the corner probably, but there's another car there that's, you know, I'm just hitting people unfairly, so it's just chaos.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
It's a shame about that first corner, because I was really looking forward to trying to have a bit more of a regular race like we had earlier at Silverstone in Barcelona.
Green flag.
And I also find it tricky. I struggle with the whole thing of like ghosting and not ghosting, because sometimes, oh, it's happening again. Oh, sometimes you can't tell if your cars are going to ghost or not. I've hit so many people in this race, but it's because I don't know when they're all going to brake.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
That radio message from Mark is interesting and useful the first time, but you get it every single race when you're close to someone. He always at some point in the race says, oh, that dirty air, you might want to try and get out of that. I think Gecko's seems like a reasonable pace, similar sort of braking points and stuff, so should be able to have hopefully a semi-normal race with Gecko. Try not to, I mean, so many people I've just hit on the inside of the corner. Slipstream.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Outside move. There we go. That was a semi-normal racing situation, apart from being on the grass in the braking zone. A little bit of contact there, semi-wide under braking, but we got the power down fine. I think we're going to have them, yeah, there we go, got the place. Now focus on driving normally again for a little bit, just for a brief period.
Okay, clear.
Up the rear under braking, but that's understandable. So easy to do. And Gecko's going to get me again with the overtake button, which I should have. I keep forgetting to change that to manual. Better traction. There we go. Yeah, this is an alright little battle. It's not a proper hardcore, you know, qualified within half a second and race each other for a 15 laps race, but it's a fun little scrap, let's say. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, he's going to back off before... Oh, and he pushed. He backed off before the corner, which is interesting. Now I've got no DRS. Oh, yeah, nice one. Right, so that's not... So that was an anger retaliation from Gecko on the Williams for something that happened earlier, so there's yeah, that's a shame. Thought we were having a good race. Oh, hey, nice. I'm really looking forward to hearing more about that. Hopefully you guys are
Okay,
having a
here's
good
the
day.
gap that we're trailing the car
I'm just
ahead
in
by.
a pit of
2.9
chaos right now.
seconds.
Some self-inflicted, others not. But we're, oh, there's, yeah, retaliation again from the Williams. So, absolute chaos around me. And now I finally found some clean track. Ugh. But at least we've got a lobby of 20 people. These are no consequence lobbies though. They're just fun public lobbies. Anyone can jump in and have a race. So there's nothing riding on it. Obviously, you still want to have like oh dear, you want to have a fun, good race. It's worse if it's in ranked, but yeah, the carnage in these kind of races is more understandable. Obviously, I don't like those kind of rage hits where someone just gets annoyed and then tries to run flat out into someone, because like most of the time they'll just ghost.
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
Right, let's see if we can actually get a
Okay,
clean
final
lap.
lap, let's go, final lap.
Nope. Too eager. We'll keep trying anyway. Thought I nailed turn one, that was the problem. Gecko's left. Slowly closing in on the American front, but it's going to be too late. Ooh, bottoming out there. Or just kicking up some dirt, not quite sure.
We have to remember these days, there's no guarantee they're going to last forever. Enjoy them as long as they last. I love you guys.
Always interesting team radios at the end of the race. Right, use all the battery we've got, although we can't choose it. Hey. Not quite the best. Not quite the best. Last lap. I feel like some of the older games had the HUD on the Halo, didn't they? At some point. I know that the real cars, the real TV did. Okay, shall we try? Well, let's see what the next track is, because now we've finally got into an actual lobby, it would be a shame to chuck it away. But because this is finally what I wanted to really test, you know, the 18 people in a lobby, all the chaos that comes with it. Hopefully we get a qualifying lap on one of these, or we slowly move up the grid based on championship order. I'm not quite sure. Let's just see what tracks, if they're enjoyable tracks. I want to get a reverse race underway, and I want to get more ranked. And I know we've already been going for a couple of hours, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Race is over. There we go. Unfortunately, after the first corner on lap 1, we were kind of away from the proper fight in the middle. But we had some good battles there for a little bit, a couple of laps, and definitely some mistakes and crashes on my end as well. Skip through all this stuff. We don't win any awards, and we got 132.8, which is slower than the guys at the front, but I think we could have done probably a low 132, high 131 maybe. See what happens after this. You can move the HUD, yeah. So there's some updated HUD stuff, I think, where you can customize things a little bit more. I think that's changed a little bit since last game. Don't really think this is going to be the stream to test that on though, because it's obviously just jumping into races, so you don't really have much, like as you will have seen if you've been watching since the start, you don't have much time to play around too much with things. 25 seconds we've got to wait. There's quite a long wait, I think, for the race to finish. Now, I probably could quit out to the menu and stay in the server. I don't know how that works. And I've not tested it yet, so I've kind of stayed thinking that'll keep me in the server, but actually it might be quicker, or you might be able to leave and then, you know, pick a different car and stuff like that while staying in the same server, if that makes sense. Just leave that particular race session. Let's see what loads up here, though. Please wait. Monza, oh goodness, right. This will be a laugh. Should we try? It is Monza, so it's going to be absolute chaos. Full lobby of Monza with no qualifying, literally just straight into a 5-lap race. Right, go on. In the words of some classic British television presenters, what could possibly go wrong here? What could possibly go wrong? Hey, Dave. We've got Dangerous Dave. We've got Dave, we've got Just Dave, we've got Dangerous Dave. Any more Daves in the chat today? Or are we only at 3 Daves? How are you getting on? This is a full 20-car Monza 5-lap race. Straight into it here. So turn 1 is going to be interesting. I don't know where we're going to be on the grid because there's no qualifying. Don't know if it's done based on championship points. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm going to take a drink because my actual answer to that question was thirsty. Right. What's your favourite car in the 3 classes in LMU? I like the LMP. LMP? It's not an LMP. I like the LMP2. It's actually, I think the LMP2's my favourite for racing. I love the hypercars. GT3 is my least favourite, but I do enjoy some GT3 racing nonetheless. I enjoy all of them, but I'd say it's LMP2 for racing, hypercar, GTE, GT3. That's probably where I'm at. GT3 is fun, but I'm not very good at it. So GTE I tend to put ahead just because I think I'm slightly quicker in GTE, relatively. So that's very much a competitive reason. But no, I enjoy them all. And yeah, absolutely GT... LMP2 is what I'm trying to say. LMP2 is good. Some people don't like it because all the cars are the same, but I just think it's a fun car to drive and it feels really intuitive to me. I love the force feedback, love the way it handles. Right, come on then, 5 laps of Monza. Then we'll try a ranked race. I promise. Just enjoy a bit of Monza chaos. And this is our first Monza race. Right near the back of the grid. Probably a good place to be. No idea where to brake. Like, in fact, we're dead last. So we just watch the chaos unfold in front of us. Lots of ghosting. Oh, wow, that was disappointing. I was like, slowly in, let everyone crash, and honestly, people were actually quite well behaved. I shouldn't have judged it, and now we were just slow. Too much curb. To get up to speed with the braking points and remembering I'm not playing LMU. Monza feels so different in this game to like some of the other sims I've been playing though. It's a very different like layout of Monza, or not layout, but like the track surfaces and stuff. Never trust if they're gonna ghost or not. Right, well, we're only up into P17. There's all the chaos in front. Oh, disconnection. To be fair, that Haas move was pretty good because I was braking a bit early, then got on the power, but they kind of blocked me off, so it was actually a really good move. Right, where are we braking, guys? I have no idea. Oh, I actually got it right. There we go. Oh, no! Did it again! I'm too impatient, too aggressive on the throttle. 14th.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
That's the understeer comment I was talking about from Mark. Such an open version of Monza.
Green flag.
Anyway, P13. This is alright, this race. Again, it's obviously chaotic. Now look at the run the McLaren's got here because I don't have my overtake. Also, I've only just realised I'm running offset T-cam again. Don't know why that keeps happening. Hadn't even noticed. Cockpit cam for a little bit. Run side by side with this McLaren. He's going to get DRS though, I should have maybe let him go. Yeah, DRS with the McLaren, so not much I can do here.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Alright, another position. Let's try and get this McLaren. Back again, we're having a bit of a back and forth scrap. Oh, I would have probably ghosted if I'd have gone for it there. Oh, we're ghosting now. So hard to tell what's going on, whether I'm going to ghost or not. There's been a lot of ghosting though.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Up to 11th. One away from the top 10. We're swapping places being this McLaren over and over again. Oh no, too ambitious, John. Okay, got away with it somehow. Surely that's track limits, no? Is that legal? Ooh.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 0.7 seconds.
See if we get a clean run towards the first chicane. I broke a little bit early, but the car went straight through me. I think they ghosted. P10 is on the cards. Come on.
Okay, clear.
For any of you who are watching this, clearly we've got some LMU players in the chat. Look how different Monza is in Formula 1. Very different. Difficult thing to wrap your head around when you've been playing a lot of games with less downforce. And LMU's not bad. Hypercars are pretty good, but they're not Formula levels, or at least not Formula 1 levels of downforce. Right, 1.5 laps to go. Let's try and get a top 10. Horrible understeer into... No. Into Alboreto curve / Parabolica. We're going to get DRS though.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
Look at this.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.0 seconds.
The difference. Oh, and then of course I was carrying more speed, so my braking point did not work. I was too early last time, too late that time. Oh, ghosting. I feel like I'm just ghosting everyone. Have I actually made any contact here, or have I just ghosted anyone? Oh, nice, you're coming from LMU, Peter. Nice. Welcome. I'm still driving like an LMU idiot right now. Need to get my... Still need to get kind of eye in on Formula 1 again. Ooh. Alright, last lap, then we're gonna try the rank race, see if there's more than 3 people in it this time. Finally got a Ascari Apex correct. Hey, from Colombia. Nice one, Diego. Welcome.
We have to remember these days, there's no guarantee they're going to last forever. Enjoy them as long
Good
as they
apex,
last.
slightly
I love you
wide on the
guys.
exit. I definitely could have done a faster lap.
Caution, caution.
Yeah. Beat our PB by over half a second in the last lap, despite that first 2 sectors were shocking. So, anyway. P7, that's good from the back of the grid. We were literally 20th off the line, and I did not drive well. But we get a trophy. I think that's for five online races complete, maybe? Anyway, let's see. Let's have a look. So, fastest lap's probably going to be like 19s, maybe. Maybe 20. Skip all this. We don't need to see all this. Oh, fastest lap, 20.7. There you go. Mainly 21s, 22s. My 23 should have been a 22. Nice, right. Can I leave now, or do I just have to sit and wait? I think I've got to wait for this bit. Oh, Diego, that's amazing commitment. The whole Indy race. Incredible. Yeah, both trophies done. I haven't really checked the trophies yet, so. Enjoy your cycling, gang. If you might already be away. Angelo, currently I'm using the frenetic DD Pro with the boost kit. But I'm going to be trying it with a few different things, and the traction team have been trying it with a few different things as well. Yeah, a lot of work for both of us, Dogboy. There's some. To be fair, the level of speed is pretty good. Like in these lobbies, I was not expecting to be at the front because I'm not a regular F1 player. I know I'm not playing these games all year long. I'm focused on other games. So I wasn't expecting to be doing really well by any stretch, but I was expecting to be like midfield, I would say. And I've probably been below average, I would say. So, I mean, credit, and also some very good close races. Like that one at Silverstone earlier, as I say, there was 5 of us, and all of us were within half a second. Fastest lap. Barcelona, we were within a 10th. Let's try a ranked race. So we're going to jump in a ranked race. Hey, Alan, how's it going? From McDuff. Nice. How are you getting on? We're going to try a ranked race, see if there are more people now than there were when I did this earlier. And I think there will be, because we're a bit later in the day. So this will be my first ranked race now that I've actually got a ranking, and straight away, boom, 17 drivers. So we're gonna get this is great. So we've got 17 drivers in a ranked server now, which was not the case before. 19. So all of a sudden now we're gonna get proper racing going, and I wonder if the driving standards will be different. I'm not sure, but we'll have to wait and see. Full house straight away. 20 players. This is great. F1 98. Nice. Yeah, I think the F1 games have huge fan bases, of course, that are like loyal players that play all the time, and it's F1, so there are lots of those, and there's lots of obviously F1 YouTubers, and it's a huge game. It's always a huge game every year, and it's probably the most. I would say it's the most widely recognized form of motorsport out there. Maybe NASCAR in America, but for everyone else, it's probably Formula 1 that's most widely known. Yeah, the games are obviously very popular, but there's a lot of casual players playing F1 games that aren't maybe as into hardcore racing or sim racing as the likes of me or you, maybe, if you're watching this stream and you're a sim racer. So I think that for sim racers, we've got so many options that we look beyond F1 games. For a lot more casual players that just have a PlayStation that like a bit of racing, watch Formula 1, this is it's a great game to just pick up and play, and it's a gateway, isn't it? It's a gateway into sim racing, because if you play the F1 game, you have a great career mode, or you race online and you have some good battles, it really does make you open your eyes and see what else is out there. And obviously on PlayStation 5 and Xbox there aren't a million options, but on PC there are lots of great options. And hopefully we'll continue to get better options as time goes on. Yeah, Tom's answered the question, thanks Tom. So yeah, the game's available now only if you buy the Iconic Edition. For everyone else, 3 days I think you have to wait, or 2 days now, the 30th, which is Friday, where everyone else will get the game. Okay, let's do a ranked qualifying race, qualifying session. Around Canada. Yeah, I'm running performance mode on the standard PS5, so we're going for frame rate rather than quality. So this, I mean, if the game looks good to you like this, it will look good to you in general, because this is, as I say, I'm running more like lower graphics, let's say. Right, why is the camera angle always default to that? Right, straight into one-shot qualifying, so there's no messing about. First lap of Canada. Not a good start because the force feedback came in midway through the corner. I think we're sitting P2 out of 20 so far on this lap, so it's a good start. Looks like it's an okay qualifying lap. I think we're towards the front of the grid. Last chicane, can't afford to cut it. From a break in here. Nope, no! I can't afford to cut the chicane. And I've gone straight on. Oh. What am I doing? Yeah, it will be the default. I'll have accidentally set it to default. You can see their performance mode. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. I can't believe it. I've thrown away like a front two-row start there because I literally missed my braking point for the chicane. I couldn't see it coming. Yeah. Cheers, Gianmarco. Nice. We'll not do that too much in the race. You know, we're learning. We're learning. I bottled it as usual. It's not shade when it's fully justified, Tom. Anyway, looks like lots of silver drivers in here. 11-4, 11-6, 11-7. I think I was in that battle for second to fourth. So if I can, let's say if I can get to the top 6. I'm 11th on the grid, but my pace is pretty good. There will be other people that invalidated that are fast. So yeah, let's try and yeah, I'm always no, it's not just you. I'm always bottling it. We're gonna try and get into the top 6. Tom, that's too kind and also inaccurate. I am, I should have my alter ego should be Sim Racing Bottle Job, because I consistently get myself into an okay position and then mess it up somehow. Yeah, same, dog boy, same. I went straight on at the chicane because I thought it was a bit later on. I didn't know where to brake because obviously it's first lap. And I just kind of went for it and got it well wrong. So yeah, right, ranked racing, race number 2, big grid this time, so we want to do some of this will be good fun. Thank you very much, watching from America, nice, good to hear, and hopefully you enjoy the game when you get your hands on it. Same Gianmarco, I am as well, I'm a career guy when it comes to these sorts of games. My team is a big step up from, well not a big step up, it's a big change I would say from previous editions. It is a step up I'd say, but it's just revamped, which is good. That's ghosting, that was. I was literally ghosting and then I got a collision warning and a spin. We need to get out of this crazy pack. That's not ghosting now, so okay. Yeah, no idea what happened there in the first turn, but apologies, because it was definitely ghosting on my screen. Oh, now that's ghosting. Oh, that one's not ghosting. This is what I mean, it's so difficult when they're consistently changing between ghosting and not ghosting. It's so hard to know how to race people. Because if you try and avoid all incidents, you're just going to end up, that's netcode, you're just going to end up like that, see? It's just absolute carnage. You kind of got to get your elbows out as well, because if you don't, it's weird. If you try and, like, I try and race a bit conservatively and try and be a bit safe at times, and then you just get spun out. Or there's no way of avoiding accidents, so you've just got to kind of go for it. Right, where am I braking here? Yeah, side by side through the chicane. Do the switchback. Right, if we can get some clean air, we can actually do some laps. Hopefully we'll make up some
Right,
positions.
I need you to prioritise clean racing, please. There's no point pushing too hard and then getting into trouble.
Sorry, Mark. Mark's raging at me.
Green flag.
Right, head down. Let's not worry about the past. Mario and Drake. All right. Still trying to get P6, that's the target.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Right, so Mark makes that comment every single time. As soon as you're close to someone, tells you about the dirty air. There we go. P10. And we get the DRS. Ideal. Right, where are we braking for the chicane? Let's just take a guess. This board here? Oh, that's track limits. Alright, it's fine. We got a warning, we didn't get penalised. Fastest lap of the race.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
You can get a warning for cutting track, but still get fastest lap, which is quite funny. It's like, it's not legal, but it's fast. There's another one. Oh, contact up ahead. Right, I can see P8, come on.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just
2.5 laps to
focus
go.
on the driving.
Got 3 positions to make up. All of this is because of my qualifying. See, if I'd have qualified well and I'd actually not got that chicane wrong, I might have been in a battle at the front with clean, with everyone's clean and everyone's the same pace, and you kind of stay out of some of the chaos. I think when you're in that mid-pack or towards the back, it's just very difficult to get through those opening laps unscathed. Yeah, Mark's... yeah. I understand that though, like the reason they make the engineer angry at you in online is to try and like make you actually feel bad. And in online ranked racing, I get it. Because everyone's obviously just a bit chaotic, but it's just the nature of the racing. It's hard to not be at times, because everyone's like in a mad dash to get a 5 lap, positions in the 5 laps, which we were chatting about earlier actually. There was can't remember who it was, but someone was in the comments basically saying that because it's 5 laps always, it just means it's a mad dash, and T1 is chaos, and that's exactly what we've seen here as well. Like lap 1 was just absolutely all over the place, and you just kind of can't avoid the big crashes. Right, they're battling up ahead. I see P6. There's 2 second penalties, so we'll get a couple of positions for free anyway. But let's not rest on our laurels, because I could end up with a penalty. Oh, there's another crash, so... P7. P5's got 2 second penalty, but they're 5 seconds ahead. Oh, we've got more on our plate to worry about first.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty.
Mark, I was trying to be safe.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Hopefully Mark can understand that one, because I was trying to leave room but not completely cut the chicane. It's got so many warnings. I'll leave room on the inside because that car stuck his nose down there. Power on. DRS. Outside here. That was within track limits somehow, but we're...
Okay, good work.
I think
Great
we're going to be
pass.
punished here for not having DRS.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.3 seconds.
Oh, spinner behind, so they've made contact.
Okay, clear.
Right, we're going to get P6 because the car in front's got a 5 second penalty and they're only 2 seconds ahead. So I think we're going to finish P6, which is what I was aiming for.
Come on, Tim! just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
Another track limits warning for me. So many warnings, but no penalties. Anyway. Hey! P6. Hey, that, like, after the first lap, it was alright. It was alright. And it's a ranked race. Yeah, it will be interesting to see if the track limits match the white lines. I think you're right. I mean, I think there's obviously different levels of track limits you can set, right? So you can set it to be more aggressive or to be a bit more relaxed. It was fun. It was good fun. It was... Honestly, I saw a lot of incidents, obviously, and that first lap was chaos, but I don't think it wasn't clean. I think it's just the nature of it.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Maybe it's best we just never speak of this again.
Cheers, Joe Marco. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in and watching me bottle it, as always. I appreciate it. Enjoy your DTM. Have a good day. Right, we'll do a couple more ranked races then, because this is we've got lobbies now, so... We got some points! Should have been better, though. Let's not bottle qualifying. We didn't even get fastest lap in the end. I had it for a little while. 1:12.1 with my 1:13.0. I think I had third fastest lap. Hey, that's alright. What track are we going to get next? It's tough out there, Dogboy. It's tough. Bear in mind, with ranked races and stuff, you'll be... Once you've played a bit, you'll be with people that are the same speed regardless, but sounds like you were absolutely fine. Didn't sound like you were far away at all. I don't think... Diogo, I don't know, actually. I haven't got there yet. I think we've just got divisions. I don't think there's like a safety ranking. I think there's just a division. I think I'm silver 1. No, I'm bronze. I'm bronze. But I'm in the promotion zone, I think, to get to silver 1. Because I've scored some points. But it's all... At the moment, it's all kind of pointless because... I think there's a lot of work you have to do. Like, there's 6 days till the promotion. I've just done 1 race, got points, and therefore I'm in silver promotion. I think that whole league system will settle itself out once you get into it a bit more. Alright, nice. 13 people in this lobby, so hopefully more. Thomas, I don't think that's a bad idea. I really don't think that's a bad idea. Or at least I wish maybe you can turn him down slightly, make him a bit less in your ear, because he is repeating himself a lot. But it's very useful at times as well, for like, especially if you're doing career mode stuff. Having the engineer in your ear is good. For exclusively online multiplayer wheel driving, would you suggest this? Oh, I appreciate you also said not apples to apples, and that I'm with you on that. I think it's very difficult. Would I suggest this for just online multiplayer? What are you looking for? If you're looking for like just easy to jump into races, bit of fun, you don't mind a bit of crashing, you don't mind a bit of carnage, and you're just looking to have some fun races, yes, because there will be players. There will be, I think there'll be consistently players online and stuff to do. Yeah, let's take our soft tire. We're going straight into Spain qualifying. But if you want really, that's a good point. If you want clean races, go and do league racing. Yeah, I think there's definitely things you can do. I like the F1 games more for the career modes than the online, but that's just me. And I get my online fix from other sims because I prefer the feel of other sims. But what these sims don't do is the career mode stuff. Now that's where I think F1's at its best. So it's a tricky thing to advise on because I don't think I would buy it just for online multiplayer. I would buy it for the breaking point and all that stuff. Oh, no. Bad. Right, we're into qualifying straight away. So let's just get focused. Try and get near the front of the grid to try and get a cleaner race. Bit deep. No, it's okay. Got away with it. Big oversteer moment. Always going for the wrong corner in that bit. Didn't need to lift probably in the last corner. It's going to be maybe front row. Maybe it's P2. Let's see. I'm trying to change my default camera position, but it's not letting me pause at the right moment.
But a podium's good.
I don't want to pause middle of the race for obvious reasons. P2. Finally, a clean qualifying lap. Let's try. Should we try and get I mean, it depends how fast. It's pretty close. Pole position 14.3. I'm 14.4. That is very close. So maybe, yeah, we can go for our first win. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I just can't access the pause menu at all the times where I'm not needing to drive. So, like, yes, if I went into an offline race for a minute, changed some settings, which I probably should do, then I would be, I'd be able to change all of that. But instead, I just keep forgetting about it and then changed it manually at the start of the races. But it's fine. It's all fine. Hopefully, I answered your question well enough. I'm going to go EP10 or EP10, Epio. I know it's a tricky one for me to answer because no, I wouldn't. But it depends on what you're looking for. But I'm saying no, I wouldn't, as someone who has online racing fixes from other things I prefer the feel of as a sim racer, and I like F1 for offline stuff. But yeah, it could still be fun for you, especially with league racing stuff. Oil slick, it's an improvement. It's a step up. It's a step up. The online racing feels just like Formula 1 online racing. But the overall game is a step up. The handling's a bit better. My team's been revamped. Oh, I think no traction control hurting me a little bit at the start, maybe. Let's see who goes and who doesn't. We'll see if it's a bit cleaner at the front of the field as well. Nice. Good start, nice clean racing. Stuck through a couple of them. Trying to get back up to my starting spot. Nice. Power down. I think we're clear of P2. Right, let's chase the win. Definitely lost a couple of tenths. Ooh, that corner through in qualifying, I definitely lost a couple of tenths through there. Oh, that's contact. Tiny bit of oversteer at the wrong moment. Oh, look at the understeer. If you're really close to someone through that last corner, you just get big understeer. I like that they've simulated that.
DRS enabled.
But yeah, no, the game handles better than 24. A few new features are good. The My Team upgrade's well needed. Other than that, it's similar. You know, like the menus all look the same. Generally speaking, there's a lot of similarities to the stuff that's fine, but it's definitely not evolutionary.
Green flag.
Or revolutionary, I should say. And obviously Breaking Point makes it better as well. Like, I'm a fan of Breaking Point, so to me that's an important thing that the last game didn't have, but it depends if you're interested at all in that. Right, this is a good race. No complaints about this one. A couple of bits of bargee contact and stuff, but I could have, if I'd have driven better at the start, I would have gotten away from all of that, I think. So I kind of blame myself a little bit for getting involved in this fight for second rather than first. Think about the pace on Diablo, but it's just trying to find a way through. And there I keep going on the outside and it's just not helping me at all, which is... Oh, couldn't see the corner. Right, we're going to get dirty air, so let's prepare.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can.
DRS.
Push.
You can hear Mark literally straight away. Here you go. You're behind someone, you're going to get understeer. Right, let's go for it into T1. DRS kicking in. P2. Right, hopefully P1 makes a mistake, but I think the pace is too similar. I think P2 might be the best we can do. But I'm getting some good races in this rank.
Still looking good.
Set up at the moment, which is nice to see. 8 tenths already. Lost a bit through there. No dirty air, so we can be flat through these corners, no bother. Oof, see the curb oversteer there. Just got onto the curb on the inside and around she went. Right, head down. Let's see if we can get a fastest lap away. Although
Great work. That's
actually,
a new fastest lap of
there's
the
going to
race.
be a DRS overtake here for P2. Oh no. Nothing I can do about it. Didn't want to defend the inside because then I would have just compromised myself through here. I was hoping they would go deep or get the line wrong, but nope. But this is a different driver now that's in P2. I was busy looking at fastest lap and driving away, and then I'm getting stuffed under DRS, but that's fair. I wasn't good enough, wasn't quick enough in the sectors before it. Dirty air here. Look at that, straight away. This is a good advert for Spain next week. Don't think it's going to be, or this weekend I should say, don't think it's going to be quite this exciting.
Okay,
Right, last
well
lap.
done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff.
We've
Keep
got
it
fastest
going.
lap at the moment. Right, we'll do the same. It's going to go defensive inside, we're going to go outside. Oh, yes, there we go. So it's just OP DRS at the moment, down that home stretch. Just means whoever's behind is going to have an advantage. Let's just try and make it count though. See if we can get fastest lap. Thank you. That was a good overtake, but just DRS really. Like, I went outside rather than inside. I think that's the way to go, because then I can take my normal braking point and not worry about it. And obviously I'm not quite up to speed yet fully, so I know I can trust the car a little more if I need to. Purple first sector with the DRS, so let's just keep going, see if we get this fastest lap secured. It's been a good one. This has been a good lap. First decent lap.
Come on, team!
1:14.50.
This is just the beginning, guys.
P2,
So proud of
A.
you.
Yeah, handling is slightly better, Beto. Slightly better. A little bit closer to F123 in my opinion. I've heard other people just say it's not F123, it's F124 but better. But to me it reminded me of F123. But I think if you're playing it a lot more, you would know more of the subtle differences, because I've not played F124 in a while. But yeah, it's good. Hey, that was a good race. Enjoyed that. I'm enjoying these ranked races, actually. Should have maybe gone here a bit earlier. I just was assuming that no one was playing them, because when I
Well
tried
done,
earlier,
mate. It's a
I had max 4
podium,
people.
but we just fell short of that target.
Right, we'll do a couple more and then we're going to call it for the day. But it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me on this stream, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing what it's like. Obviously I'm working out as I go as well with the online racing stuff, so it's been enjoyable. We've definitely had a mixture. We got fastest lap, and that last lap was much better. Look, 14.5, so we were a second clear of everyone else on that last lap in terms of pace. So I could have won the race, I think. But we got stuck into a DRS battle, and I mucked up that first lap by getting oversteer. So it is what it is. But yeah, it was better. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. Handling was better in 23 than 24, and I think most people agree with that. This reminded me of 23 again, with some of the traits from 24, but improved to make them feel much better in a way that felt good in 23. I hope that makes some sort of sense. It's like, it feels like 24 plus, but better. Talking absolute nonsense. Right. Jumping in one more. get some good races finally. Want to get a win, but I think that might have been our chance. Canada we could have won maybe as well, but hard to know because I mucked up the qualifying. Okay, only 2 people in this one. Let's hope we get more. People always ask, so yeah, the view thing. I'm happy to switch between them, but generally speaking, I find it a more enjoyable racing experience from T-Cam for this game. Like, obviously most hardcore sims I'm playing cockpit cam and that's fine. I just find that T-Cam on this game, it looks good, you get a better view of what's going on around you, you can see the apex is better, it's just more, simple, one answer really, which is it's more enjoyable. Like whenever I jump into cockpit cam, I don't enjoy it more. Because I'm not trying to simulate pure real F1 in this game. I'm just trying to have some fun battles, and that's why. Only 4 people in this one. Let's not do that. We don't want to do a 4-person race. I'll try it one more time to search for a race in a second, and then if it doesn't come through, we'll maybe do a silly reverse track race for the first time because I've not done that yet. And then we'll end it there. There should be some reverse track open lobbies, I would have thought. Hopefully they have some people in them, but saying that, I haven't gotten one yet, so we'll have to see. I'm not going to the expo in Chicago, I'm afraid. Vandrick TV. I will be at the Sim Racing Expo though. Yeah, so yeah, the I think you're 100%. If I was running triple screen, I think I would be more likely to use cockpit more often. And also, I've raised the height of it a little bit, and I've got a cockpit camera that looks good. And as I say, I don't mind racing cockpit in other games. I do that all the time, on the kind of hardcore sims. But it just F1 specifically for whatever reason lends itself to T-Cam. And people just naturally go back there. Esports guys do it because they can, and you genuinely get a better view, right? You see more left and right, and you see the apex better. So that's why the esports guys do it. Because why would they not take every advantage they can get? It's much easier to race from T-Cam as well. You just get a better perspective. And if you have triples and all this stuff, VR obviously it makes a big difference. It's very, very different. 5 people. Let's just see. Feels like that's too small a grid to have a really good race. If I get 8 by the time we've got 10 seconds to go, I'll go with it. But no, still 5. Still 5. Yeah, no, don't want that. Sorry, guys. Too little. We've done enough 5-person races. Let's go back to multiplayer Grand Prix and just see what the crack is. See if there's a session on a reverse layout track that has people in it. Now, oh, there's a F2 race, but no one's joined it. It should say there's a little R, so there, Austria R. Oh, the race has already begun. Okay, no, we're too late. So there is a reverse layout track, or a reverse layout lobby that has people in it. Great Britain's also got a race going on right now with 7 people in it. Oh, that's it. Can I get in this one? The race I don't think started. Even if I start from the back, I've never done a lap of reverse Austria, so I'll be terrible, but let's see what it's like. Can we pick a team? I'll go Ocon. I've seen that name free, so we're going to go that. Hey, there we go. 18-lap race around Austria reverse. We do have one-shot qualifying, so I'll get used to the track in 1 lap first. Yeah, I definitely think for sure there's an argument to force cockpit cam for certain like leagues in competitive racing. Like I think that would be, I don't see why not if it's an issue that bothers people, that people aren't racing in cockpit camera. At the same time, if I'm watching F1 esports on TV or whatever, as long as it's the same for everyone, it doesn't really matter. I'm not watching F1 esports to see the pinnacle of realistic racing. I'm watching it to see entertaining sim racing with some of the best drivers in the world, and it gets very exciting and competitive and good to watch. And I don't think forcing cockpit camera would make the racing better. I just think it would make everyone enjoy it a bit less, and I genuinely don't think it would make it a bit better. The racing might be more realistic to a degree, but I think all it would really do is cause more accidents. Like, I think it would just, people right on the limit of grip, I think it's more likely to cause more accidents than TCAM, but I might be wrong. Maybe I'm being harsh. I will be driving the SAR. Yeah. Right. Well, let's work out where the track goes. Yeah. I think that's totally fair. I can see the argument why you would force pros to go cockpit camera. I don't know if it does add anything in reality, but I can understand the argument fully. I mean, you play iRacing, everyone's locked in cockpit camera and no one complains. I play LMU, you're not locked in cockpit camera, but I play cockpit camera because it's fun and it feels, competitive and all these kind of things. Yeah, F1 Esports full-length races cockpit cam would be great. But then, would more people watch it? I'm not sure. And at the end of the day, it's an entertainment thing, isn't it? F1 is not the pinnacle of realism as terms of sim racing goes, so why, if you make it more realistic but the game itself is still more of a game that's more accessible and somewhere in between, that combination isn't necessarily what's needed. Like, you're essentially committing to it not being the most hardcore sim in the world. Right, let's go with Reverse Austria. So this is probably going to be the last race. It's 13 or 14 laps or something. It's a longer race, so we're going to make this the last one of the stream. And let's just have some fun. Let's see if I can work out where I'm going. I know the track, obviously, but just not in reverse. Right, we'll go cockpit camera then for this one. You can see what I've done to the view. First corner's 4th or 5th gear, that's fine. Then this one should be pretty fast. Probably flat out, I lifted to be safe. Then we've got a fast left sweeper that's probably going to be 6th gear. No, it's absolutely flat out. 6th gear for the right. Oh, maybe 5th gear actually. Blind apex, late on the power through here. Then up towards the hairpin. Okay. Okay, hairpin comes at you. Good to know. We're still going to put it 13th on the grid as it stands. Right, where's this hairpin? 150. Oh, okay, downhill. That's different. Last corner is going to be very interesting. Because it's not a tight corner, really, but going at this speed. With a pit, you've got the pit lane exit wall coming towards you. That's sketchy. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, DRS into hairpins, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that is a fully new circuit. So I need to get my head very quickly around this now, because I've not tried this yet. And I think Nuttilicious makes a very good point. That I don't know if no one would watch it, but it's a different clientele. Like people who are wanting sim racing at the highest level to be the most realistic form possible. Are those people enough to actually watch it and make it justifiable, or do they want things that are a little bit more short and sweet so that races are a bit easier to digest? You could say the same about Formula 1 in real life, right? Okay. I crashed and got a 116. I feel like I'm probably going to be one of the... I don't know if I'm the only one that doesn't know the track, but it is day 1 or day 2 of this, so I shouldn't be the only one that doesn't know the track. I like one lap quali when you know the track, though. That's what I would say. I've raced a real track in reverse in real life, and that is Knockhill in Scotland, because Knockhill actually has the safety set up. Oh, it's wet as well. Oh no, it's wet. Okay. Maybe that neutralizes it a little bit. Everyone's, familiarizing themselves. Yeah, reverse Knockhill. They have the safety permit because they've got the gravel traps in the right places, the curbs in the right places, and you can run that circuit both ways. So I raced them. I raced a single make Sangyong pickup series when it was in the UK at Knockhill, and I did on the Saturday you raced the correct way around the track, and on Sunday you raced reverse layout, and it's great fun. Really, really enjoyed it. But obviously it's not realistic unless the track puts all the safety stuff in place, which obviously these Formula 1 tracks will not have at the moment. Maybe one day. This track does not work with the reverse layout for safety because you've literally got the pit exit wall, which is now the pit entry wall, would like kill someone. Unless it's Romain Grosjean, at which point he would miraculously walk away unscathed. Okay, we're just going to try and keep it clean. I mean, I'm getting tobogganed by the Red Bull. I've got no control, and then we're away. That was me trying my best to not get involved in anything. It's actually worked out fine though. Ooh, ghosting. Now this corner might not be flat in the wet. Oh, that's not ghosting. I thought he was ghosting. I'm turning. Sorry, kicks over. So much to get used to here in one moment. It's a bit of a sensory overload. Everyone's sliding around. Look at this. Right, remember the hairpin comes at you quick. Oh no, I'm gonna get stuck here. No, I'm fully on the brakes. Everyone's, look at that. It's actually been, I know I've driven badly again, but it's actually been a kind of exciting start. 150.
Caution, caution.
Turn. Oh, McLaren, no ghosting that time. Red Bull seemed to ghost. I mean, this is going to be a fun race, maybe, with this group. We're all a bit mental. I'm just going to get stuck in, why not? Traction, please. Some grip would be lovely. I've got no one on my left. Okay, that's not... That left-hander there is not as fast in the wet. Like, as in...
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Right. Got Mark telling me about understeer in the wet. Again, it's just unnecessary. It's too much. Right now, I'm not worried about understeer in the wake of dirty air, let's be honest. In the wet, it should be like, watch out for the spray or something. Like, your visibility will be, you know... And he does, to be fair, give you a warning like that at the start of the race, doesn't he? But this is fun. Hey, I'm enjoying this. Like, yes, this is wild, but I'm enjoying this race right now. I wouldn't pick it over, like, a hardcore sim race around a track that I know in, you know, an LMU or an iRacing or AMS2 or Race Room or something like that. I wouldn't pick this over that, but for a quick-fire fun race, like, on a track I don't know, reverse layout Austria, I'm having fun. I wonder how much longevity these reverse tracks are going to have. Like, obviously it'll help when people learn them, because then you can actually race it like a normal track. But will people learn them? Will people choose them in career modes and stuff? Because then you can probably customize the calendar. I just think they don't make much sense, obviously, in terms of DRS zones and all that kind of stuff, and track design. What reverse layouts have always done to me in the past is proven that track design is not... Sometimes you think a track is badly designed.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I think when you drive a reverse track, you realise that bad track design can just, like, is actually very easy sometimes. You know, when a track's not designed with thinking in terms of, you know, layout's not been designed to be a certain way, you realise how bad it can be. Good track design is incredibly important. Ooh, too deep into the hairpin, but I'm catching up with this group a little bit. Learning the track, obviously. There's contact between the Ferrari and the McLaren.
Okay, clear.
Well. Oh, okay. Tried to switch back, made a bit of contact, but hey, we survived.
Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Yeah, just got told to slow down, then catch the safety car.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Ferrari's just passed me. Now I'm getting told to go. Catch the safety car. Q. I should be ahead of that Ferrari. Oh, there you go.
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position.
I just heard a massive collision. I'm literally...
Return
okay,
the
this is very broken.
immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period.
This is a joke. So I'm getting told to give back the position, but he's probably getting told to give back the position as well, I reckon.
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position.
Apparently I'm meant to be behind everyone and ahead of everyone at the same time. And every time there's contact, for some reason, I'm hearing crunching and all sorts of contact and collisions in this situation. Like, when there's a safety car called and the game's telling everyone to move, what on earth is there, like, big contact for? Because someone came and hit us flat out because we were both trying to slow down to avoid a penalty. What was I trying to do there? I was going to look at my damage, see if damage is on. I've not got any damage, so maybe it's turned off. But honestly, that was not great. Was that just me being stupid, or was that the game being broken?
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
I was told to catch the safety car. Q. But I've got to stay within my delta. Okay. And then you brake in a panic because you don't want to get a penalty, and then all of a sudden, people don't expect it. And there's contact on. Reduce pace. Now catch. Okay, now there's no delta, so it's just catch the safety car queue.
It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
I was going to ask actually about tyres. I think it's time for... Is it not time for intermediates again?
Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
It'll be intermediate soon. Safety car's ending, but we were literally having to slow down to not exceed our delta a minute ago. Now all of a sudden I'm being asked to go flat out to catch the safety car, but it's in this lap.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Also, interestingly, there's a dry line appearing, and it's on the... I feel like that dry line is not where you'd be driving in reverse layout. Oh, maybe it is. Hard to tell. Anyway, that whole situation was completely ridiculous, let's be honest. Haven't caught the pack. Cool. So I've been asked to slow down for my delta, and then I haven't caught the pack. Amazing.
Okay, clear.
And now it looks like we could be on inters, to be honest. Oh well, ruined a fun race. I was enjoying that at the start. You can see the dry line is actually on the outside there, not on the inside, which is interesting. Ooh. I should have actually pitted. As soon as the safety car came out, I should have pitted for inters. Probably then the game wouldn't have broken, would have let me catch the pack. See here, see the line goes to the inside. The drying line goes all the way to the inside, then to the outside, and then here it switches back across, like this way, which is interesting. Doesn't feel like the natural driving line. And here it's all the way over to the left, and then it kind of... Scandi flicks in. Look at that line there. Yeah, that dry line. Look at that. So it goes. It's all the way on the inside, then it suddenly chicanes to the left.
Is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. You're doing well. And gap to the car in front, 0.3 seconds.
So the drying line on reverse Austria in the wet is very broken by the looks of it. I don't know if the safety car came out. I guess it was out, but I just didn't see it. Yeah, the dry line's very weird. You can see on the pit straight, it's hilarious. That's where it's weirdest, because you can see it like... And here it's a little bit strange, because it kind of goes right and then left. I wonder if that's like some sort of, you know, the water channeling over or something. I'm not quite sure. Here it's all the way to the inside. Cool. All the way to the inside on the exit, and then it goes like a weird chicane here, like left, right, right. Don't understand that. Then it goes all the way to the left, here, and then you're braking like this. And then it's all the way around the outside there. Everyone's crashed. And then it's all the way to the right. Just look at the pit straight though. So we're going to brake. And then here, look, it's on the inside. Then you've got to go like this. To follow the dry line, you've got to go like that. Basically, you've got to lose control. If you lose control, you follow the dry line perfectly. And I've got a little bit less grip on that off of the dry line. Try to follow the line for a bit more grip, but it's not really it's not worth it because it's such a weird line. Maybe we'll have a fun race with these two though, if we're all similarly enough pace-wise. We've got one of them on intermediates, which is tricky because I think it's now inter-weather. Oh, safety car's out.
Drop your speed, our delta's
right,
too
let's
low
see if the
and we're
safety
gonna
car's
risk a
good. So
penalty.
instantly I'm being
Slow
told to
your
reduce
pace
pace.
immediately.
Now I'm saying I need to pass in Mattia. Now it's saying don't exceed the delta. Do not exceed the delta. So I don't have to pass Mattia. Contact's on, so I've got to watch out for that as well. So we're not going to exceed the delta. We're just going to catch the Q. Although I should pit for inters.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Right, we're doing a pit stop to try and hopefully get away from the safety car stuff. Oh, sorry to hear that, dog boy. Yeah, it was a bit chaotic, wasn't it? That first lap. I was just trying to stay in the middle, not hit anyone, and it just went a bit mental.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I think people are going to disconnect from this race because the safety car got very broken. So much more grip on the inters. Look at this. We're not going to be able to pass this. This is an AI car now, though, and we're not going to be able to pass it because it would be an overtake. So I'm going to have to just, if I try and pass it, it's going to tell me to give the position back, I think. Yeah. Return to correct position.
Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period.
Just thought I would try it. We've got no delta now, we're just being told to catch a Q. Yeah. This race has probably, though, had the first, I don't know, I would say...
Okay, slow down.
Now
Your
we've got
delta's
delta.
negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
So now I'm being told to reduce my pace again. Now I'm being told to speed up again. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most, like, this is the worst that I've seen so far, right, in terms of kind of things not being as they should. Reduce pace, okay. Great. Now catch the Q. Inters feel amazing though. No, okay. There you go. So that was pretty good. I kind of went offline a little bit onto the outside and I just had no grip. That was a nice little simulation there. I was kind of testing it. I was pushing the limits. I think we're maybe 12 seconds behind the queue.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line.
I feel like the race
Stay
has
in
already
position
started.
until the green flags.
Oh no. We're in the queue. Right, we made it. I think we made it to the queue. Right, let's see what happens. I need to remember this is an online race, because in my head I'm like, it's such a mess that I'm not really thinking about it, but I still need to try and race cleanly. Get one place straight away, hopefully.
Okay, clear.
Inside line is where the dry line is, so we're going to go with that. We're 3 seconds off of P6. That's the corner with this big understeer, so maybe I need to try and follow that kind of darker line where there's probably going to be more grip. I just don't think there's a huge amount in it. Carnage up ahead.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Yeah, catch the safety car, but slowly. And there's definitely cha-cha slide vibes going on. Okay, that worked. And cha-cha slide vibes in terms of the racing, the drying racing line.
8 seconds.
But also the instructions from the Delta and all that.
You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds.
Getting into the rhythm a little bit with this track now. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying the reverse layout Austria, even though it's a bit mental. We've also got no DRS zones to worry about because it's wet. This is the bit where I'm struggling, so I need to go a bit slower here, I think. And then, yeah, that was better. That's the trickiest corner. This one I can run in a bit deep, but you can see now the drying line is appearing on the inside, so I wonder if it's like, it is sort of a dynamic drying line where the line that most drivers go on is the one that dries. I just wonder if, like, the reason it was all over the place is because people were losing the back end and sliding all over the place. Or trying to overtake, like, I'm not sure.
The track's dry,
No.
but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water
Oh
offline.
my God.
Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
That's so frustrating. I'm sorry, that was probably me, but
Green flag.
I did not mean to get caught up, but then I tried to back out of it, and he didn't obviously leave me the room, but I should have gone left. And he tried to take me out, that's okay. I did not obviously mean to spin him at all there, I tried to back out of that. Just tricky. I just had a better exit. He's going to try and take me out again. No, he's going to press, yeah. No, I feel for him. I feel for him there, but that was the last thing I wanted to happen as well. And that's unfortunately, what could have been a good race is probably not going to happen anymore. Way better through that corner that time.
5.6 seconds.
Yeah, we're too far behind. Let's just follow that dry line. What a mess. What a mess this race has been. Five laps to go. We are catching P6, maybe. 5.8, I'm not sure if that is a catching actually. Don't know how to brake inside here because it's drier, or just take the normal line. Probably the normal line. Yeah, those contacts like the one we had a few laps ago with the RB, it's tricky because if you get a good run on someone, you pick a side and you go for it, and you hope even if you have to go in the grass a little bit, you kind of hope you squeeze through. But if they don't quite see you coming, anticipate it, and kind of leave you the room, which is, to be fair, they don't have to. It's one of those it's one of the situations where I think I'm used to in sim racing. There being a little bit more like, you know, if you yeah, it's tricky.
Okay,
I need to see
clear.
it again, but I feel like normally there's a little bit more like, you know, if you can get a nose in and people have to kind of leave you a little bit of room, and the problem with this is like if that doesn't happen, you make contact, it's very difficult to get out of that situation. Once you start wheel banging or you get caught, it's like you've had it basically. I don't think there is a huge difference, no. I'll ignore the visual and I'll just focus on what I'll do, right, I'll do a lap where I just do the like, what I think is the correct line, ignoring the visuals, right? Let's just see what the lap times are. Bearing in mind the conditions do change. I'll brake on the outside here. Then I'll go attacking there, that's much quicker. Obviously bear in mind the grip level will change slightly each lap, so it's not a perfect experiment.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
So this is me taking the lines as if the visual dry line wasn't a thing, just taking what I think would be the best lines. And then next lap, I'm going to follow a bit more of the
tyre situation's an interesting one, but
line.
I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Oh no, too deep, too deep, too deep. Okay, I've lost a bit there. It was a good lap until that point, unfortunately.
2.9 seconds.
Let's see. So, okay, now I'm gonna. Oh, actually, you can see that the dry line's kind of changed. So now it's no longer. Well, it's hard to
Yellow
see.
flag.
Yeah, the drying line's actually disappeared. It was on the inside there. So I think the rain's coming down again. Very hard to tell. Oh, well, there we go. Finally exceeded track limits too many times in that same corner. Okay, sadly I can't do my experiment because the track literally changed as we were doing it. It's fixed itself a little bit, maybe.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
That hairpin's catch me out every time because I'm looking around at other things and the braking comes out of nowhere. Right, our time penalty means we're not going to do anything, but we are actually closing in. A couple laps to go. We're closing in the two cars in front. It's been a good like test session to get used to this reverse Austria layout, and I actually really like it. There's a lot of mixed opinions on reverse layouts. I think this is fun. Difficult to know how it races in the dry though. Obviously, well, I say difficult to know. I don't know how it races in the dry yet, but this wet race has been obviously eventful, but I just think in terms of the actual driving experience, it's actually really fun circuit to kind of go around. Obviously gimmicky, but that's alright. Right, brake early. Looks like I'm not the only one.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
I mean, Mark, he did literally crash
Green
into the wall.
flag. The track is clear, green flag.
Now the track's looking dry all of a sudden. Maybe it was just continuing to dry up, that's why the wet line went away. But now it's very dry.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
But we're still on slippery enter, so that's okay. Woo. Pushing. That's the challenging corner every time. Squeeze on more throttle. This corner actually has kind of a natural line. It's quite nice. It's uphill left-hand hairpin. Now that I'm getting used to it, it's got a really nice, like, natural braking point. Oh. It's because, you know what it is? The 150 board's gone, so you... Oh.
just the beginning, guys. I'm so
That
proud
gave
of
me
you
a
all.
fright. See if we can nab fastest lap at the last lap. Yeah, it's because the 150 board got wiped out, so I'm looking at the 200, then waiting for the next board to break, and it's 100. Right, last lap. Can we set a decent lap time? Purple last sector, I'll take that. 112.899. Anyway, very messy race. Again, the force feedback's doing the thing where I'm going to have to just let go of it. Oh! Also, my camera's turned off, and I've only just noticed. When did that happen? It is plugged in and everything.
It's been amazing.
P6. Would I ever play this game in cockpit view? Yes. But whenever I play it for a little bit in cockpit view, I don't enjoy it as much. So, I tend to pick TCAM. Let me go and see if I'm just going to see if I can fix the camera situation. I don't know why we've disappeared, but hey, it's the end of the stream anyway, so we'll survive. You don't need to see me for me to say goodbye, but I'll see if I can fix it. Fastest lap. Oh, we were so close. 12.7 for the winner. We got to 12.89 in the end, so I feel like I was getting there. Oh, lap 17, yeah. Oh, that shows how much I was looking at it. Classic. Alright, yeah, no, we actually got the decent pace there. We did a 12.899 on the last lap, so it was a clean lap, and that's when the track was drying. Second fastest lap, I'll take it. Let's get away from that, though. 2 seconds, let me just investigate. See if I can get the camera on for the last minute without any dramas, and if not, we'll say goodbye anyway. I will answer that question as well. For triple screens, would you be as fast in cockpit as you were in T? I don't think I would be, but well, you would be once you learned it really well. But I think if you're just jumping on for quick fire races, there's a bit less. You've got a little bit less good visibility of the apexes and the braking points. So probably not, but eventually you would if you were to learn it off by heart. If that makes sense. Learn the combos. Right, 2 seconds. Yeah, no idea what's happened with the camera there. It was plugged in. It's died, but it's back on, I think. Let's see. Hey! I'm here. Or maybe it overheated. I have no idea. Let's back out of this one. That's going to be it for this stream, though, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It was absolute chaos. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'm trying to give you... Basically, this was just me firing up multiplayer on Formula 125 and just doing races. You saw it was chaotic, but I just wanted to try and get a flavour of what this is going to be like for you guys to jump on, have a go, and hopefully it helps you make some sort of informed decision about whether or not this is a game you want to play if you're interested in the multiplayer stuff. Definitely mixed feelings. Thank you so much, Dogboy. Appreciate it. You were quick, don't worry. I think that there was definitely a mixed bag in there. There was a couple of races that I was pleasantly surprised at how fun they were. Like the 2 Barcelona races were brilliant. Good racing, clean racing. At the front of the ranked races, they were really good. The open lobbies are a bit more chaotic. Some of them are better than others. There's some weird glitches there with the safety car, which I did not enjoy. And obviously there are also races where you're just in a pile of chaos and there's ghosting and there's not ghosting and it's very hard to tell the difference sometimes. So if you're mired down in the pack, it can be a bit of a chaotic time. If you manage to get out in front, you can have a good race and it could be great. It's just a matter of, yeah, it's kind of a matter of luck really, but you're going to have to accept both. Like if you're going to be playing this game online in any format, maybe with the exception of league racing, organized league racing, because you probably have to drive cleaner or else you get kicked out, you're going to experience all sorts. Like, you are going to experience those chaotic races, and you're also going to experience the more clean races and the more clean battles, and you're going to have a great time. So, it is just one of those. But despite all of the carnage and the chaos and the being all over the place, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Very much appreciate your support as always. We have plenty of videos coming up soon, plenty of streams coming up as well of all sorts of different stuff. This was obviously a bit different this week, but we'll keep you up to date with what we're going to be doing in the coming weeks as well. We've got another video coming this week as well, plus a couple next week hopefully. So plenty of good stuff to subscribe for. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a great week. Enjoy F125. It launches, of course, for everyone on the 30th. So if you don't have it already, if you don't have the Iconic Edition, you've got a couple more days to make your mind up about whether or not to purchase the Standard Edition, and you'll get it on the 30th of May. Or you can just wait until the 30th, see what everyone else is saying about it on the 30th, and then make a decision. But yes. Cheers everyone, take care. We'll catch up with you again sometime soon. Bye.